Hello everybody, you're listening to Mark Ling. I'm really excited about this particular webinar. It's much more than just a regular webinar. This is what I would call an event. It's because what you're about to see has never been revealed before. You're going to love it. And just out of interest, for those of you that are here live, I'd like to get you guys participating and typing into the Q&A box, the question and answer box that you should see on the right. Can you tell me what's the most important thing to you, and why are you willing to spend time on this particular webinar? What brought you here today? Okay. I've got people saying residual income, hands-off income, and I've got traffic and freedom, and the number one thing though that people are typing in is, and I've got quit my day job, and I've got the number one thing people are typing in though is make money. All right, people are saying that their number one priority is to make money, and that's great. And our special guest Aidan, who I'll introduce you in a minute, he's got a simple 3-step formula that is guaranteed to make you money online. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss this. So just make sure that you've got a pen and paper ready. You're about to see lots of real sites that you can replicate. You're going to see strategies you can start using immediately. This is seriously powerful stuff. You're going to want to take notes. Plus, don't forget to stay till the end, because there's a special gift that's worth $297 that's going to be given to you, which has never been given away before. You'll get more information about that later. So guys, though, are you ready to get started? Just type yes into the Q&A box. I just want to make sure everyone's all comfortable with typing in the Q&A box. I heard a whole big bunch of yeses, several hundred already. Great. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, this is going to be insane. I can't wait. So let me introduce our special guest. His name's Aidan Booth. He happens to be from New Zealand as well. For those of you that don't know, I'm from New Zealand, but Aidan's from New Zealand also. I've never actually met him in New Zealand. I've only ever met him in the United States before. But he lives in Argentina, in Buenos Aires. He's been online and making money online since 2006. So that's 7 years. He's earned millions of dollars online and is an expert in generating traffic. He has funneled millions of visitors to his websites in the last 12 months alone. But he's an expert also in diversifying sources of traffic, sources of visitors. And you're going to find out more shortly. Aidan's been involved in pretty much every internet marketing business model that exists, whether that be affiliate marketing, e-commerce, Kindle, SEO, paid advertising, you name it, he's done it, so he knows how to compare the different methods. And that's one of the reasons why I'm really excited about this. And he's partnered up, by the way, recently with a couple of other internet millionaires who have been very successful for a large number of years, that I've been friends with for several years, Tim Godfrey and Stephen Clayton. So, and they've just merged their business together. So the three of them have got a business together where, when you mix them all together, they've got over 20 years of experience between them. Tim and Steve, they happen to be mega conversion experts, and they've got a freakish ability to convert visitors into buyers. So Aidan's going to share more with you about that shortly too. So they all work in the trenches though on building niche websites that do extremely well. They practice what they teach, and it's a real pleasure to have Aidan with us here today. So everybody, please welcome Aidan. Welcome along, Aidan.
Thanks, Mark. What a fantastic introduction. I'm really, really excited to be here because I do have just something really special to show you guys tonight. It's something that's never been revealed before. There's a lot that you're going to take away from this. I've got lots of great content. So just before I begin, I just want to make sure that everyone can hear me okay. Just type yes into the chat box. I just want to know that you can hear me. We've got loads of yeses coming in there. Fantastic. Now, this is going to be a dynamic presentation, guys. So I'm going to ask you questions along the way, and I'm going to just, base my presentation and change it depending on what you want. So I really want you just to pay attention and let me know when I ask questions, do you want me to do this or do you want me to do that? And you're going to be able to control the presentation. So what is it all about? Now, tonight you're going to discover the method that we've used to earn over $500,000. This is $517,784 from one simple website. We're also going to talk about converting visitors into buyers, because this is what it's all about, right? You know, perhaps you can relate to having a website that might get 20, 30, 40 visitors per day, and perhaps it doesn't make that much money. And the key issue there is that you're not converting your visitors into buyers. And I'm going to talk to you about how we are able to get $1 per visitor for every visitor that comes to your site. And just imagine, you know, $1 per visitor. If you've got 20 visitors a day, $20 a day. We're going to talk more about that and how you can do it on even the ugliest of websites. I'm going to show you how you can remove the content issue, okay? And that's going to speed up the entire process. I'm going to show you how you can build websites in a brand new way and not have to worry about outsourcing content, writing content. I'm going to show you how you can be in 100% control of your traffic. And I'm actually going to show you a website which I built 31 days ago. 31 days ago. I'm going to show you the exact website. We're going to go and take a look at it. We're going to look at the statistics. And I'm going to show you the kind of money that I've been able to make on that website already. We're also going to share with you a bizarre niche that's made us over $200,000 in the last 3 years, and I can guarantee you that that niche is going to surprise you. Okay, you know, I've been doing internet marketing for a long time, and you know, this is a niche that I've never, ever revealed before. So you know, it's a special thing for you guys tonight. And by the way, stick around right to the end, because we do have a special bonus for you just for attending. You have to stick around to the end to find out how to get it, and we're going to be, you know, we're going to be giving that to you as well. That's a $297 value. Really excited about that. Now, to give you some background, Mark did a really great job introducing me. That's a photo of me that you can see there in the top left corner. And as Mark said, I'm from New Zealand originally, and that, you know, that's why I've got a similar accent, I guess, to Mark. And then these are my business partners here, Steve Clayton and Tim Godfrey. And what we've been doing over the last 9 months is working closely together and combining our expertise. So I've always been involved with search engine optimization, affiliate marketing, conversions. Steve, on the other hand, is a real expert in paid traffic, you know, other traffic sources, e-commerce, SEO. And then Tim is a real master at creating designs that convert visitors into buyers. So what we've done is we've meshed together our expertise to really mold out a system, a 3-step system that we're now using to crank out websites that make money time and time again, day after day. So, you know, that's a little bit of a quick background to our company and what we do. I want to get straight into it now just by showing you a screenshot. So this screenshot here shows you income day after day. We're talking about, you know, $100 to $300 per day from one website. And, you know, that's not enormous, but it's $10,000 a month, completely hands off. And that's the kind of thing that you can get from this method that we're going to be going through. And, you know, I'm really someone that likes to crunch the numbers and have a look at the, you know, the finer statistics. This is a screenshot. You can see here that this screenshot is over the period of about 6 or 7 years. And this one banner, this one particular banner on one of our websites, and I'm going to show you this niche later, has earned $182,860. Now, you know, I'm not someone that's saying we've made this money in the last week. Okay, this is money that's been coming in steadily for years and years and years. So, you know, it's something that works over a long period of time, and it works just so consistently because we're not relying on, you know, Google. We don't get impacted by the fluctuations and Google and rankings and stuff like that. And I'm going to talk to you more about that as we progress here. Before I get started, though, I want to share with you some humiliating failures, and you know, it's actually really painful for me to look at this, and you know, maybe you can relate to this. Has anyone here ever done anything to do with Google AdWords or paid traffic? Just type yes into the chat box if you've done anything to do with paid traffic or Google AdWords or something like that. Lots of people typing in yes. Okay, well, this here is a screenshot from a few years ago. I used to drive millions and millions of visitors to my websites using paid traffic. One day to the next, this account got banned. Now, I went from earning this particular campaign a couple $100 a day profit to nothing. Okay, that was overnight. You know, click of the fingers, gone. I woke up one morning, no money in my account. Had to start again. And you know, this is a lucrative campaign being shut down overnight, and I can see a lot of people can actually relate to that. How about this? Does anyone here do search engine optimization? Just type yes if you do search engine optimization. SEO, getting top rankings in Google. Loads of people typing in yes here. Okay. I have been living, breathing search engine optimization for, I don't know, the last 6 or 7 years. And, you know, you can do quite well with that, but, you know, part of the game is that you are at the mercy of Google. And even a great website can be pulled, you know, out from underneath you overnight, you know, when you're relying 100% on Google. And this is a screenshot here, just to explain this. This is a screenshot I took from Market Samurai. You can see the dates up here, 14th of March 2013 to 12th of August 2013. So this is very, very recent, right? This blue line represents my rankings. And, you know, I had a top 10 ranking. I was making some decent money. In fact, I was making about $18 on average per day from this website. Really good quality website, by the way, through AdSense. And one day to the next, lost my rankings, and, you know, I lost my traffic as well, right? So what happened was I went from $18.80 per day to $6.70 per day. Can anyone here relate to this kind of thing happening? Just type yes in the chat box if you can kind of feel my pain right now, because this is painful, man. I mean, this is losing rankings on something you've put your blood, sweat, and tears into building, and it gets pulled from beneath your feet overnight. Loads of people can relate to that. So you know, that's just, you know, the rules that we play by when we're playing in Google. And I mean, that's fine. You know, that's part of the package. This here is another impressive, for all the wrong reasons, screenshot, and this is one of our e-commerce stores. Now, this is an e-commerce store. Does anyone here do e-commerce, by the way? Just type yes into the chat box if you do e-commerce, because if you do, you're probably going to be able to relate to it. So we've got a lot of people saying yes to e-commerce as well. So you know, e-commerce is another great business model, but if you're relying on one certain traffic source, then the same thing can happen. So this is a really good quality e-commerce website. Supposedly Google likes e-commerce, right? Because we're giving the user, the end, you know, the visitor, what they want. This is a website that was earning over $10,000 per month, and it dropped to $1,000 overnight. Okay, this is not an isolated incident. Okay, this happens time and time again. It happens to high quality websites. It's not just low quality spammy websites that this happens to. It can happen to pretty much anyone. Now, what I'm trying to get here is that I don't want you, when you're building a business, I don't want you to put all your eggs in one basket. I would like you, if you can leave with one thing here tonight, is to leave with the fact that you can build a sustainable evergreen business. Okay, you can build an evergreen business that doesn't get affected by the whims of Google, that doesn't get affected by the ups and downs and ranking modifications of Google or any other single source of traffic, paid traffic. I gave you an example of, you know, how I lost that campaign. So you can do that, and what it really comes down to, guys, is traffic, right? I'm sure you guys are aware that, you know, if your website doesn't have any traffic, then you're kind of screwed, right? It's the same for every single business model. Now, I do loads of things online. I do affiliate marketing, Kindle, e-commerce, all kinds of things, AdSense, local search marketing. If you take traffic away from these models, these business models, these internet marketing business models, you can't make money from them. You can't make money, okay? But conversely, if you can tap in to unlimited amounts of traffic, and if you can control that, you will make money every single time, okay? So it's about getting targeted traffic to your website. Is everyone following me so far? Is this kind of making sense so far to everyone? All right, because I'm just explaining some concepts, and I'm going to get down into the nitty gritty of this shortly. The one thing I want to just hammer home now is that if you drive enough traffic to any kind of website, it is inevitable. It's absolutely inevitable that you will make money. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're doing e-commerce, affiliate marketing, AdSense, Kindle, CPA, local search marketing. I've never ever seen a high traffic website that doesn't make money. Okay? If you get visitors, you will make money. Okay? And there's a foolproof method that we've really developed to do this, where we can put everything in your control. Okay? And what I'm going to work through now is I'm going to show you the 3 steps that we go through to build these kind of businesses. And in fact, I'm going to show you a website in about 5 minutes time. I'm going to show you a website that I built 31 days ago, and it's made me money already. I'm going to show you all the statistics. I think you're really going to have a look at that. And I'm also going to show you in about 5 or 6 minutes time, maybe 10 minutes time, the niche for that website that's earned over $500,000. Okay, I'm going to share that with you. But right now, the 3 critical components of the system are: first, you must find the right offer. I mean, this stuff I'm sharing with you right here, it's not rocket science. It's just fundamentals about making money with internet marketing. You first must find the right offer, and then you must create a platform that converts your visitors into buyers. Has anyone here got a website that maybe gets 50 visitors a day, 30 visitors a day? Just type yes into the chat box if you've got a website that gets, 30 visitors per day. Now, have you experienced getting 30 visitors a day but not making much money? Have you experienced that? Just keep typing yes, because this is something that happens all the time. People set up websites, they get 30, 50, maybe a couple of $100 a day, but for one reason or another, they don't make money from them. It's a really, really common issue, right? You need a platform that converts, and this is where so many people fall over. You need to be able to earn $1 for every person that comes to your website. That's what our aim is, okay? I'm going to talk about how you can do that as well. And you need a reliable, sustainable, evergreen traffic source, okay? So you can't put all your eggs in the Google basket, because if Google falls down, you're screwed. You can't rely on pay-per-click 100%, because if your AdWords account gets banned, you're kind of screwed, right? So you need to be able to control that, and that's the 3rd step of the process. I'm now going to walk you through this in a little bit more detail, and I'm going to show you how you can use Commission Junction. Are you guys familiar with Commission Junction? Just type yes into the chat box if you're familiar with Commission Junction. Yep, some people saying yes, a few people saying no. Some people saying they've already got accounts. Commission Junction is a place where you can find offers to promote. Okay, it's a marketplace packed with offers. Now, this is one of the points where this presentation gets dynamic, because if you want, we can stay on the slides and I can just keep talking you through this, or we can kind of divert off the slides and we can go and have a look at ClickBank. So type, not ClickBank, sorry, Commission Junction. So if you want me to have a look at Commission Junction, type yes into the chat box for me again, and we'll go and do that. Okay, people saying yes, people saying both. Okay, we'll go and take a look at the slides. There's enough interest, so we're going to go and do it. And I'm going to show you the type of things that we're really looking for here. So I'm inside my Commission Junction account, and this is just a demo account that I use for training purposes, by the way. And what I've done, and by the way, it's 100% free to join up with Commission Junction, and it's an absolute gold mine for finding high quality offers, because you can deal with big brands, mega brands, okay? And this is how you can make some serious money. But let's just start small for a second, because I want to show you how part of this presentation is showing you how you can reach $1,000 per month run rate in 60 days, right? So let's take a look at some small offers that we could use to do that. And I've typed in kids here. That's my keyword that I've put in here. I've typed in kids, and I'm going to look for some early childhood education programs. And ABC Mouse is one of them. This is one of them that I'm currently using and making money from. Now, if we scroll down the list, you'll see all kinds of different things. I mean, we saw, we've got Adidas there, all kinds of different big offers. Some are small offers. There's a whole range of different things here. But what I want to show you is that there's 194 results, right? So how on earth are we going to choose something that's going to make us money? How are you going to choose something that's going to make you money with so many results? Having a lot of results is actually a really good thing, but the way that I filter it, and this is a really quick way to do it, and you know, note this down if you've got a pen and paper handy, because it's going to save you a lot of time and it's going to save you a lot of you know, a lot of effort as well. So what you want to do, first of all, have a look at this network earnings bar over here. Okay, you see how it says 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? You want that green bar to be at level 2 or higher. If it's below level 2, then that means that this company hasn't earned an excessive amount of money, a lot of money, through Commission Junction. And we really want to deal with these big brands that have already pulled in a lot of money, because if they're pulling in a lot of money, if other people are making money, then what does that mean? That means you can make money from this as well. So the second column here shows you what's called EPC, and that's earnings per click. Now, earnings per click, there's two metrics here. There's a 3-month average and there's a 7-day average. Look at the 3-month one, because that's going to give you a more accurate representation of what you can expect here, okay? So the 3-month earnings per click from ABC Mouse is $8, okay? $8.05. That's what you're going to be earning per click on average. I mean, this is, you know, this is on average, but you know, it gives you a good ballpark figure to work with to start with. And that's what you can kind of expect to earn when you're sending clicks with the right type of traffic, okay? And then the other column here gives you information about the payout. So it could be, you know, a percentage or something like that. Is this making sense to everyone so far? Just type in yes if I'm explaining it okay, because if I need to, I can slow down. It's really up to you guys. Yep. Okay, cool. You're all with me. Okay, that's great. And we will have time for some questions at the end as well, guys. So if you do have questions, just we will get to them. Now, I'm going to come back over to the slides here. I showed you ABC Mouse. This one here is called Hooked on Phonics, and this is actually an offer that I'm promoting. As you can see, it's got a green bar of 2 lines, and that's kind of the minimum that I'm looking for, two lines or more. And this one has got an earnings per click of $20 US. Okay. This one converts really well. Now, the other thing I want to look for is to make sure there's at least a couple of offers, because when you're putting these websites together, I'm going to show you I'm going to show you one of these websites in just a few minutes' time, and I guarantee you probably haven't seen anything quite like it. You want to have at least a couple of different related offers. That's the way that we usually do it, because ultimately, you know, you're going to be able to earn more from your visitors if you're giving them exactly what they want. So you can get different offers related to different people. So anyway, you want to have a couple of different offers. You can identify them all in the Commission Junction marketplace, and if you use those two sort of metrics, two sort of requirements that I gave you, you're going to be able to find lots and lots of untapped offers. So that's the first thing you want to do, is choose a proven offer. Now, the second thing, and this is a really, really important part of the puzzle, is you need to create a platform that converts, okay? We call these one-way conversion funnels, because when people land on your website, they've really only got one thing they can do. They can either click an affiliate link and you can make money, or they can leave. You know, we're not confusing them, we're not giving them too many options, we're just giving them the option of actually buying something, and so that we can make some money, right? And we want to maximize our visitor value here. So we want to maximize the amount that we are earning per visitor. So when people land on your website, you want to put them into this conversion funnel, and then we want to give them a lucrative affiliate offer. So that's why we need a proven affiliate offer, because if you get the affiliate offer wrong, if you get that offer wrong, then you're just not going to make the money, right? And you want to be aiming for $1 per visitor. And I'm going to show you how we can get to that in a second. That's easier than you think. Excuse me. Now, when you're creating your platform, one thing that I see time and time again is that it can be time consuming to build a website in the traditional way. Not only that, but it can also be quite expensive, because you have to get all the content right. Now, what I'm going to propose to you tonight, and this is probably something that you haven't necessarily seen so much of before, but consider an image-based website. Consider a website that for its content, right, for its content is using 90% or more of images. When you're using that kind of website structure, you can set websites up faster than ever before. Okay, and in fact, I'm going to show you a website shortly, and you're going to see, just how simple it really is. So, can you guys imagine yourself at this stage setting up an image-based website? I'm actually going to show it to in a moment. I just want to kind of see if I'm kind of painting the right kind of picture at the moment. I'm going to.
I'll just mention to David, who just said this can't be SEO optimized. I'll just quickly say, we just said at the start of the webinar that this method involves no SEO. So it's not about SEO. It's a different kind of a website.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry.
I'll let you carry on. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to talk more about the traffic and why the traffic is just such a non-issue. And in fact, I'm going to come back and actually show you one of these websites in a second. So we'll continue with that. But just for right now, just understand the concept that if traffic is not an issue, and if you can set up a website with images, you can do it very, very quickly. And in fact, because you're using images, you've actually got a big advantage when it comes to converting your visitors. Okay, I'm going to show you how this all works. Now, step 3 is to drive evergreen traffic. Okay, now there is loads of traffic available. Okay, there's loads of traffic available. And Google is not the only game in town, right? I have lived and I've lived and breathed SEO and Google for such a long time. But, with all the updates, I've started diversifying. And I've realized that there's actually more traffic, or at least as much traffic on Facebook and on the Yahoo network. Now, this is a screenshot that was shown in the New York Times in July, so about 5 weeks ago. I'm going to give you the link to this in just a second. The Yahoo network of sites gets more traffic than Google. Isn't that insane? Like, I never thought Yahoo would be close. I'm not talking about yahoo.com, I'm talking about all the Yahoo sites. So Yahoo Answers, all those kind of sites. They get more traffic than Google. And Facebook, Facebook has overtaken Google for visitor usage. And okay, admittedly, it's not the same traffic, right? It's not the same traffic. It's slightly different, but hey, we can live with that. If we get a lot of traffic, there's ways that we can use it. So that blue line represents Facebook just hunting down and actually overtaking Google. The reason I'm showing you this is because I want to show you that Google's not the only game in town, and that there's other things you can do. Now, if you take one concept away from this presentation tonight, I would love you to take this concept that I've got on screen right here, and that is to tap into pockets of targeted traffic, okay? Tap into pockets of targeted traffic. Now, what I mean by this is, let's say these little green bubbles that you can see here, let's say these are little pockets of traffic, little sources of traffic. So you might be getting 10 visitors here from Tumblr. You might be getting 2 visitors here from Squidoo. You might be getting 6 visitors from a YouTube video, 4 visitors from a Facebook page. You might be getting 5 visitors from, Yahoo Answers. You might be getting 7 visitors from Quora, 3 visitors from Instructables. I mean, there are so many places online that you can just get little pockets of traffic from, and it adds up like you would not believe. In fact, let me just add these up right now. So we've got 10 visitors here, right? So that's 10. Here's another 10 here. That's 20, 22, 22 plus 3, 25, 30, 37. Okay, this is quite reasonable, I think, to be able to think that we could get 37 visitors per day. I mean, 37 visitors is not much, right? But if you're earning $1 per visitor, hey, how much do you really need? And this is just a starting point, because I'm just showing you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different pockets of traffic. So does this concept of tapping into pockets of traffic instead of relying on one big, monster like Google, does this kind of make sense? Is this kind of, can you kind of imagine that you could potentially do this? I mean, I'm not asking you to get 1,000 visitors per day. I'm just saying, could you imagine yourself getting, a couple of visitors from here, a few visitors from there, 4 or 5 visitors from here, something like that. Yep, you can imagine yourself doing it. Cool. And I'm going to show you in just a second. I'm going to show you some actual traffic sources. In fact, here they are right here. Here are 20 alternative sources of traffic that you could tap into. Okay, Facebook, Kindle, Twitter, Craigslist, Yahoo Answers, Quora, Squidoo, Instructables, Pinterest, Vimeo, Reddit, YouTube, Tumblr, press releases, StumbleUpon, blogs, forums, Scribed, LinkedIn, Google+. Okay? Just think about this.
And there's several more than just these out
There's
there.
loads. This is a sample, right?
Yeah.
And I just want to throw something out there, guys. We've got 20 on screen here. And this is just a sample. These are mainly Web 2 sites, but there's loads of others, as Mark said. Now,
yeah, I mean, like lately, I've been spending money hand over fist buying traffic from solo ads on different websites, and the reason I've been doing that is because that's been hugely profitable as well. That's a paid source, of course, whereas a lot of these are free sources of traffic. But just mentioning, there's lots of opportunities.
There are so many opportunities to get over this traffic problem. Now, one thing I want to throw out here, guys, is that I'm showing you 20 sources, right? These are just 20 sources. I'm going to show you a whole lot more later. But 20 sources. If we could get 4 visitors per day from each of these, just 4 visitors, by doing one action, one time, how many visitors would we have a day? We would have 80 visitors per day. So 4 visitors a day from each of these different sources, and you've got 80 visitors a day. And if you could do that one time and then get repeat traffic time and time and time again, you have just tapped into pockets of traffic and you have solved the traffic problem. Now, if you can then create a platform that converts your visitors into buyers, that gives you an average of $1 per visitor, then you are making some decent money, okay? And I'm going to talk more about that. But does this make sense to everyone? Can you see how we could potentially use these? Can you kind of imagine yourself, using this kind of thing instead of putting all your eggs in the Google basket? It's pretty exciting, and we've been doing it for some time now. Now, I've shown you a few screenshots of a website that's earned us over $500,000 in the last 6 or 7 years. And that website gets 98.85% of its traffic. 98.85% of its traffic from non-search engine sources, okay? Now, I'm not against I'm not against the search engines or anything. In fact, I love them. I love search engine optimization. I'm just showing you that we don't need to put all our eggs in that basket. Okay, we don't need to rely on them because there is so much traffic on the web. You just have to know how to tap into it and how to drive it to your website. Okay, so you can get this evergreen traffic, and you can get $1 per visitor. This here is a screenshot that I took out of my Webalizer stats in the control panel. It shows traffic to our website from the 4th of November 2007 through to the 11th of August 2013. 508,064 visitors. So 508,000 visitors in that time. That traffic resulted in $517,780. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you some more screenshots in a second, but you can quickly see there that we're earning over $1 per visitor. Okay, over a long period of time. This is not some flash in the pan. This is not some loophole. This is something that works for a long period of time because we're not relying on anyone. You're not relying on anyone, okay? I'm going to show you more about this. So, firstly, I want to talk a little bit about how do you get to that $1 per visitor. Now, obviously, right, you need to have a website that's optimized for conversions. If your website is not optimized for conversions, you're not going to be able to do it. But how can we do that? How can we tweak and test that? Now, the way that we do it is we do very, very quick split tests, okay? Now, just to fill you in a little bit, a split test is basically when you've got 2 pages on a website and you want to compare which page is getting better results, which page is the one that's making the most sales, kind of thing. So what you want to do is you test 2 pages, one against the other, you compare your results and you find a winner, and then you run another test. That's essentially how a split test works. Does that kind of make sense to people? I don't want to throw in too much jargon or anything. I just want to make sure that this concept of split testing is kind of making sense. So yep, we got people typing yes. That's good. Okay, so now for the mathematical ones amongst you, I thought I would include the statistical significance calculation. This is what all the tools like Google Analytics If you may have heard of Google Analytics, CPV Labs, that's another good one. Expensive, but it's good. This is what they use. This is the formula behind it. And what it does is it gives you a statistical significance that one test is better than the other. It's, I'm not going to get into the formula. That doesn't really matter because there's tools that do that. But the point is, no one does this kind of thing. So no one really knows. Maybe you've got websites, but, have you ever done this kind of split test on it? Probably not, because, for most people, it's just not realistic to be able to do it. I mean, most people don't have access to the... Google Analytics makes it extremely complicated to do this kind of thing. Anyway, the point is that to get to $1 per visitor, by doing these little tests, you can do it, and you can do it in very short order. You do it in a quick period of time. Now, this is a system recap. So this is a very important slide, and I want to just run through it quickly. So there's 3 key steps here. If you nail these 3 steps, I can guarantee you're going to be making money. I'm going to talk about why it's so inevitable in just a second. But step 1, we spoke about finding an offer, and I showed you a quick and easy way you can do that inside Commission Junction. Okay? You need to find a proven offer, because if your offer doesn't work, then neither is your campaign. The second thing you want to do is deploy a platform. Now, this platform must convert. If your platform doesn't convert, then you're not going to get close to hitting $1 per visitor. You need to do whatever it takes to skyrocket your conversions. I'm going to talk more about that later as well. And then you drive traffic. Now, I've shown you there's a whole range of different ways to get traffic. Traffic is not the issue. We've really solved the issue of traffic, okay? We leverage pockets of traffic. We get traffic from Google as well, don't get me wrong. I mean, you can get traffic from Google. You will get traffic from Google. This 3-step system, if you get each of the stages right, I can guarantee you that you will make money. And then by simply testing and tweaking, you have a little cycle going on here on autopilot. You test and tweak, you get your value per visitor goes up the whole time. Imagine you've got a little process running in the background. Each day your website is getting better and better and better. Okay? It's like a machine that improves itself, okay? And you get inevitable results. Your results become inevitable because you're no longer playing a game of chance. You control everything. You can control the offer you pick. You can control your platform, and we know what works. I'm going to show you an example in about 1 minute. And it works fast because these are websites that are dead easy to set up. So I'm going to show you a real example now. Now, if you've got a pen and paper, write down the name of this website, because it's going to be something that you're going to have a look at over time, because this website is called helpkidsread.net. You can see my name there, Aidan Booth, that's my name. And you can see the date when I purchased this domain name. I bought it through GoDaddy on the 31st of July. 31st of July. That's about 34, 35 days ago. 1 month ago. Okay? Helpkidsread.net. This is a website. Now, this is another question for you guys. We've got an option here. I can keep talking on the slides, or if you want to have a look at the website, if you want me to go over to the website and show you some cool stuff, type yes into the chat box now. Just type yes into the chat box if you want me to go over to the website. Yep, okay, so everyone's talking yes. Okay, so we're going to go and take a look at that right now. I think it's a much more effective way to actually learn by looking at the website anyway. This is a website, helpkidsread.net. Now, before I really get into the details and show you which parts of the website are performing the best and which calls to action are the ones that convert, I want to show you something. And this is something that I'm sure is different to what you've seen in the past. And remember here, guys, we are not relying on search engine optimization, so I'm not optimizing this website for Google. It will get Google traffic. In fact, it's already starting to get Google traffic, but it's not being optimized for that. What I want to show you, I want you to count something with me, okay? I just want you to count something with me. Now, let's count the number of lines of content. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5, let's come down. 6, 7, just count this with me. That's 7 lines right there. That's the 8th line. 9 lines of content. Okay, 9 lines of content. Now, question for you. How long would it take? Give me an answer in minutes and seconds, or whatever. How long would it take you to write 9 lines of content? How much time would it take? Would it take 2 minutes? 2 minutes? 10 minutes? 50 seconds, 15 minutes, 5 minutes. You know, it's definitely not going to take more than 10 minutes. I can guarantee you that, because you can write one line in 1 minute. I can guarantee you that. Okay, so that's one interesting thing. Now, the other thing here, I spoke about image-based sites, right? So let's have a closer look here. This is a logo up here, right? And over here we've got another, we've got another image. This right-hand sidebar is 100% image. Okay, it's got a couple of links down here, but you know, it's pretty much 100% image. This here is an image. This here is an image which I got from Amazon.com. These here are special trust seals, and by the way, this is a good tip for you guys. If you're setting up a website, add trust seals to the sidebar or some point on your website. You will instantly, and this works for SEO optimized websites as well, you'll instantly reduce the bounce rate, you'll keep people on your website longer, and you'll make more money. So these are some trust seals that we use with a company that we use. Put them on your website, and you're going to help people are going to stay on your website longer. Now, we've also got a couple of videos here. I didn't make those videos. I got the videos from YouTube, and they're actually they're professional videos made by the company that I'm promoting. Now, I want you to imagine something for a second. You are a visitor and you come into this website. What can you do? You could click up here. You could click here. You could click here. Those three links in the top, they all go to the same place. You know, you could watch the video, but you're not going to leave my site. You're just going to watch the video. You could click here. That says click here to see more reviews. It actually takes you to an affiliate offer. You could scroll down. You could click here.
Aidan?
Yes.
Just to bear in mind when you're moving around a lot, we have, you know, with us having 1,000 people on this webinar, the GoToWebinar is lagging a bit, just to let you know.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's cool.
Okay.
I'll let you carry on now.
Sure. So basically what I'm showing you here, guys, the important thing is that pretty much wherever you click, whatever part of the page that you click on, you're taken to an affiliate offer. Right? Now, obviously, if you're optimizing a website for Google, then you can't really do this because, you know, Google doesn't want 20 million affiliate links, doesn't even want 3 affiliate links on your site. And that's fine because you play by Google's rules. But if you're not relying on Google traffic, you're not relying on SEO, you're not relying on paid traffic, you can do whatever you want. You can set up your website, and this is how you can earn $1 per visitor. Now, I just want to ask the question, you know...
Sorry, I just want to interject one more time. Sorry about this, but I just wanted to mention to people also, if you do have SEO traffic, your SEO website can still send traffic to a page like this. So you could keep your SEO website looking how it looks, but that
Absolutely.
People could click a link and then they'll be on a page like this and they turn into money.
Absolutely, yeah, and that's a really good twist on this method as well. Now, I just wanted to ask you guys a question. Type yes into the chat box if you can kind of imagine yourself setting up a website like this. If you think, you know, it wouldn't be too hard, because it doesn't look like a complicated website, right? So just type yes if you think that this is something that you could potentially set up if you wanted to. I've got people saying, oh yes, I could do it in 20 minutes, 5 minutes, yes, easy, no problem, challenge accepted. You bet. You know, I'm going to challenge you. I think you could set up a website that's even better than this one, because I set this one up in about 15 minutes. I set it up as a demonstration. I really didn't put much effort into it. And this is the result, okay? Now, I want to share with you, I want to ask you another couple of questions. So, if there are, actually this is kind of a difficult thing to ask, so I'm just going to share some interesting statistics with you. You could click on this link here, or you could click in the top right sidebar, or you could click down the bottom of the page, down these ones here. Which of those areas are going to get more clicks on them? The top right sidebar or this bottom section down here? Just type it in there. Just type top right sidebar or bottom section. Some people are saying above the fold, top right sidebar. You know, this is really interesting.
I'm guessing the bottom section.
Mark has nailed it. And you know the fascinating thing here? I would have thought it was top right as well. But we've done so much testing on this. This bottom section here gets more clicks. And you know why? Because there's actually a few reasons. But first of all, there's 9 lines of content. There's 9 lines of text on this page. That's not daunting for people to read. This is like a slippery It's like a slippery slide. The visitor comes in, they start at the top, they start coming down the page, they get to the bottom, and they're like, hey, you know, what am I going to do? I'm finished. Where am I going to go? And they click on these links. It works incredibly well. Now, don't get me wrong.
I want to say, if you're buying traffic from any blog or anything like that, it's the best traffic to buy, is that traffic at the end of the blog post. The worst traffic to buy is that traffic that's on. That's why I knew the answer to this, because I know the worst traffic to buy when you're paying money is that traffic that's at the top of any sidebar.
Yeah, that's another big tip right there. I didn't actually know that statistic, Mark. I only knew that
it's worse by a long way, like 10 times the clicks. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I'll let you carry on.
And also, it's the serious people that are going to get to the bottom of the page, I guess. Now, one thing to keep in mind here is that because this website is so simple, it's not daunting, right? So people get to the end of the page, but if you're looking for a website about educating your child, which that's what this website's about, it's about kids' education, and you land on a page that's got 500-600 words, it can be daunting, you know. You might not want to read that. You might just leave straight away and you don't click on an affiliate link. That's one of the reasons why so many affiliate sites struggle. Now, this offer is something that I'm actually really happy to be promoting, because it's about something positive. It's about helping kids read, right? So it's a really good offer. It's great value for money. I'm not worried about setting up this site. I don't feel bad about setting it up, because at the end of the day, I'm directing people where they want to go. So, you know, that's a little bit of insights. Something else that you might want to realize is that this website has 2 pages. 2 pages, okay? So, you know, the second page has just got some customer reviews on it, and I'll click on that and I'll take you there. The customer reviews page has also got affiliate links all throughout it. So, you know, at the end of each customer review, it's got an affiliate link. End of each customer review, an affiliate link, okay? So, anyway, that's a little interesting website. I'm going to show you some results. Did that website kind of make sense to everyone? Just wanted to make sure that you could kind of understand what I was showing you there. Yep. Cool. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, so ad placement, you know, Mark nailed it. He said the bottom links are the most effective ones, and that's what we found as well.
Quick question. Did you get those customer reviews? Did you get them from the website itself, and did you make that image yourself, or did you get that from, like, Amazon.com and just have a quick look and see if anyone had reviewed it on Amazon, or...
These ones here in the right-hand sidebar, I got them from Amazon. And then these other ones on the reviews page, I think they're from Amazon as well.
Okay, cool.
And,
so you went and found the product
on
Amazon, even though it was a commission Junction product. You went and found it on Amazon and decided to grab those reviews and use them. Cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So it's a really easy way just to, you know, populate another page, and reviews are what people are going to want to read anyway. So if you're sending someone to a review page, obviously you're going to have the positive reviews here, and then people are going to go ahead and, you know, they're still in your funnel, and this is a one-way funnel. So people come into the funnel, they can only leave one way. They can leave your website or they can click a link. That's that simple, really. So anyway, that's a bit of an insight. And, you know, we've got a lot of these websites, so we really crunch the numbers. Mark said at the beginning that my business partners are really, really good at crunching the numbers and just getting conversions from visitors. And you know, they've brought a lot of that to my business now that we've merged. So, you know, we've kind of been improving that all the time as well. Here are some results. So take a look at this screenshot here. We can see that I showed you earlier that this website started on the 31st of July, I think was when I purchased it. I built the website about a week after that, and on these days here, I got sales. Okay, so I'm averaging about 12 clicks per day. Okay, so it's you know, it's nothing. It's no big deal, right? It's not like I'm getting 1 million visitors per day or anything. I've got low traffic, but what I'm doing with that traffic is quite unique. And that's what you can do as well. I'm getting one sale, you know, every 10 days or so at the moment. But this website's brand new, and one sale amounts to about $240. Now, I don't get all of that. I get 15% of that. But that's $35 per sale, and you know, I'm absolutely fine with that. $35 per sale. I'll take that every day of the week. Okay, because it's simple. You don't have to worry about doing ongoing search engine optimization, which, believe me, I have done that for a long, long time. And it's still great for some websites, but this is another method that you can be more in control of. Now, in my first month, So my first month, this website's earned me $105. Okay, and it's not $1 million. It's not $10,000. I'm going to show you how you turn that into $1,000 in just a second, though. Right now, I just want you to know that I made 3 sales in my first month from an extremely simple website that took me about 10 minutes to set up, and you would absolutely be able to do the same. So this slide is super important as well. Just like the pockets of traffic, something that you need to think about when you're really wanting to make a lot of money online is how you're going to scale something. Because some business models allow for scaling and others don't. This is one business model that absolutely allows you to scale. Now, I asked you a question a few minutes ago about how long, you think you could set that website up. And people said 10 minutes, 20 minutes, And the content, people were saying they could have the content written in a couple of minutes. Now, with that in mind, do you think it would be reasonable? Do you think it would be possible to set up 6 of these websites in a month? I mean, these are simple websites, right? Do you think it would be, would it be possible? Yeah, it would, absolutely. So I've earned $105 on that website in the first 30 days. Okay, let's multiply that by 6. Just to kind of show you this example, let's multiply that by 6. $630 is what I could have easily earned in the first 30 days. I'm not blowing some idea out of proportion here. This is very, very conservative. In fact, if anything, I'd say it's on the low side. Now, if you can get to $630 in 30 days, is it reasonable? Is it reasonable to expect that you could perhaps get to $1,000 in 60 days? I think so. I think that is absolutely reasonable. Okay,
you could do it. I'm not getting many people type in yes just yet, and I think that there's just a little confusion there. I'm seeing a few people type in yes now, quite a few. Okay, so maybe it just came through slowly. I think that slight confusion was possibly that what you're saying is that if you can build one of these sites in 15 minutes. When you multiplied it by 6, just for people that may or may not have got there on that meant that you built 6 more of them. Like spend another 6 lots of 15 minutes and build 6 more of these sites.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I don't think
you could build more than 6. You could build 60. I mean, I know some people go crazy and build 1,000. I know it's like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just using this as an example. I mean, the sky is the limit with this, and I'm not saying go out there and build 1,000.
Or build one and build 6 times the traffic to that one site.
Exactly. What the reason I put 6 in is because I think it shows you very easily how you could get to $1,000 per month, and I'm talking about doing that in 60 days, which I think is a very conservative thing to look at here. So you could have 6 offers, you could have 6 different offers. You could have 6 websites all about early childhood education, each one just a little bit different. Whatever you want. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to actually do that, and we'll talk more about that soon. But first I want to actually reveal to you...
Can people just type in, sorry to interrupt, I just want to ask one more time.
No.
It's the same question. Could you see yourself, if you knew you were going to make $1,000 in 60 days, could you see yourself building, say, 6 of these websites in 30 days, and then another 6 the next 30 days? Okay, a whole lot of
now we're getting a lot of yeses.
Yeah, hundreds of yeses.
The other thing that is quite interesting on this slide, Mark, is that I've said you're going to get to $630 in your first 30 days. You should at least double that in the next 30. So I think you'd be expecting to get to at least $1,200, $1,500 per month in 60 days. I mean, I think that's very, very reasonable. The point is you can make money very, very quickly because you can scale the method very, very quickly. It's important. It's an important piece of the puzzle. Now, at the start, I showed you some screenshots of a website that has earned over $500,000, over $500,000 in the last 6 or 7 years. Now, this is another screenshot, and this one here reveals the niche. This screenshot here reveals the niche, and the niche, I've never revealed this before, but it's second chance bank account. Now, it's quite an odd niche, right? Not many people are in that niche, but it's a very lucrative niche because there's a lot of people that have got issues with getting a bank account. Maybe they've got bad credit, and that's absolutely fine. So that's another example. The website, the second chance bank account, we've got a couple of different offers on there, and one of the offers has paid us $201,530 over this period of time. Okay, that's just one offer, and there's multiple offers on that site. In fact, I'm actually going to show you a way that you can find out what that site is just later. So just stick with me a bit, and we'll talk more about that. Now, I've mentioned how you can scale this, right? Now, we use PayPal. We use PayPal to run this part of our business. And you can see here, month after month. And by the way, guys, I'm not showing you these screenshots because I want to boast or, show my income. I'm showing them because I want you to believe that this is absolutely possible, okay? Month after month after month. And PayPal makes it really easy. I live in Argentina. I live in Argentina nowadays, but I'm from New Zealand, as Mark said. And PayPal just streamlines everything. It doesn't matter where I am in the world. I can get paid month after month. So here we can see May 2013, 41,000. June, and this is, payments received from, these commission Junction companies and other companies like that. June 2013, 39,898. July 2013, 64,191. That was a good month. August, last month, so just a couple of days ago, this is a brand new screenshot, 40,199. You can build up to this. I've shown you how you can get to 1,000. Just scale it. Just spend 6 months doing this, and you're going to be at thousands and thousands. I can pretty much guarantee you that. And this is a simple system that gives you freedom, lifestyle, flexibility, and time. There's a picture of me on the screen there with my wife. A few weeks ago, we went to Mexico, and we were staying on the coast there in Mexico. It's a beautiful area, and I never could have dreamed of doing that a few years ago. I was in an office cubicle working in Auckland, in New Zealand. I was working for the man. I was working 50 hours a week, and I was desperate to get out. And I had a look at internet marketing, and somehow, little by little, I ended up where I am today, and thank God for that, because I've now got the freedom, lifestyle, and flexibility. That photo on the right is one of my favorite ones, and I took that a few months ago as well. I was diving in Mexico, and that was awesome. Now, this one on the left, that's my that's my business partner, Steve Clayton, and that's his plane. He likes expensive toys, so he's got a plane, he's got his boat, and that's fantastic. I like traveling, but what do you like? Do you want unlimited family time? Do you want unlimited vacation time, and the finances to pay for it? Do you want a secure retirement? And by the way, how much money do you really need for that? Do you want to work from home? Do you want to have more money to spoil your children? Do you want financial freedom, time freedom? Whatever you want, you can get it. It's about lifestyle. For me, it's all about lifestyle and financial freedom. And this is a reality, okay? You can live the life that you want to live, okay? It works for anyone. There's no barriers. It's fast and easy. There's no language barriers because, if you want, you can build your website with 99% images. There's no technical issues, and all you have to do is decide to do it. Remember, it's simple. Okay. I want to talk to you now about a program that I have been, developing for the last 7 to 9 months with my business partners. It's called the Trinity Code. I'm going to dive into all the details. It's a special package that we've put together for a small number of people, and it combines 3 very important components. Okay. And stick with me because I've got a couple of bonuses that I want to show you in just a second. The first important component is the comprehensive training. This is a comprehensive 6-week live training program. Okay, and we've got so much. I'm going to talk more about that in a second. But the second component is the tools and the software. We've got all the tools and software so that you can do this. It comes out of the box and you can do it, and you can get up and running, making money within 30 days. And not only that, but for the first time ever, I'm offering 1 year, 1 entire year of personalized support, not just from me, but from my partners as well. So let's drill down a little bit and talk more about what this opportunity is right now. So it's comprehensive, live, weekly training over 6 weeks. In the period of the next 6 weeks, we're going to show you how you can set one of these systems up. We're going to show you the fastest way to get it up and running and making money. There's weekly milestone checks, so there's checkpoints, right? Every single week, we are checking in to see where you're at. We need you to move alongside us, okay? And we're going to drag you along if necessary. The key thing for us is that you get to the finish line. You need to get to the finish line. Everyone gets to the finish line. Everyone makes money. The idea here is that you're going to be at $1,000 per month from your business in 60 days. And remember, we're building an asset that's going to stand the test of time here, because we're not putting all our eggs in the Google basket, although inevitably you will get some traffic from the search engines. Okay, over-the-shoulder mentoring, you're also going to see that $500,000 website, loads of other case studies as well. The training component here has got a value of $3,497. It lasts for 6 weeks. It's a very intensive live training program. Now, what happens at the end of those 6 weeks? Good question. At the end of those 6 weeks, you are automatically part of our Trinity Code Elite Advanced Training Program. Okay. Now, in this Advanced Elite program, we're going to show you how you can accelerate your income and build your business. So the first 60 days, what we're trying to do is get you to that $1,000 per month run rate. Okay. But $1,000 per month is not the end. Right, we want to get you to a $10,000 per month mark, and that's what the Elite program comes in. It's some more advanced stuff. First of all, we just want you making money. We want to get you in there making money in 60 days. Once you're through the 60 days, you're automatically part of the Elite program, and that's when we're going to work with you to scale your business. Okay, that's got a value of $1,997. In the Elite part, you also get more case studies, demo websites, example videos, much more. Okay, there's also 4 very, very important tools that are bundled up in this. Okay, the first is the Trinity platform. That's how you build your website, these point-and-click websites. Now, we've integrated our platform to work with WordPress. Okay, originally it had nothing to do with WordPress, because quite frankly, WordPress is not designed to make image-built websites. Okay, but we have integrated our platform to work with WordPress, and that's got a value of $297. It's how you're going to convert your visitors into buyers. It's an extremely important piece to the puzzle, and we're going to, you're going to see how that works. Now, another thing that I'm extremely proud of is Design Master Plus. This is a design suite that we've made for you that allows you to give your website the X factor, but most importantly, make more commissions, because that's what it all comes down to. This is about making money, and you can create image-based websites in seconds. So let's just take a look at some of the types of images that you can use Design Master Plus to actually build, and these are some examples here. Quick question for you guys: do you want me to give you a live demonstration of Design Master? If you like, I could just go off the slides quickly and just actually show you what Design Master Plus is all like. So just type yes into the chat box if you want to have a look, and I'll just jump in and I'll. Okay, we've got lots of yeses coming in there. So this is Design Master Plus. It's a premium tool. It's been in development for about 6 or 7 months, and it really makes the content component easy, because you're not out there writing 500 words, right? You're not out there outsourcing articles, paying for things. So what you can do in here, I'm just going to give you a very quick demo, is that first of all, this here is what we call the canvas. And this is, the building blocks of the image. Now, to start with, you might say, actually I want it to be 600 wide and 200 high. So I just put my dimensions in here and then click this little blue button. And did you see how that changed? That's simple, right? What if you want to add a font, and not a font, a text? So I'm just going to type in a text here, hello Mark. Okay, I'm going to type hello Mark in here, and I could choose a different font. I'm just going to go with this Rollina. I quite like that one. Hit the add button. It appears here. Now, what if I want to make that bigger? Simple. I can drag that out. Look at that definition. I don't know if you can really see that on the webinar slides or not, but that's got some serious high-quality definition right there. And not only that, but what say I want to actually rotate that a little bit, right? I could just go like that. No issue at all. And guys, I'm really just showing you the very basics here, but what if you want to change the background color? We could do that as well. What if you want to insert an image? Well, we've got an image library packed with premium images, and I could insert this image here. I just click on the image, and this little 3D man's going to appear. I'm just going to drag it to the right size that I need. I'm going to drag it into position. And I'm going to say, actually, this guy, I like this guy, but I want him to be facing the other way. I've just flip him over. Now he's facing the other way. There's all kinds of stuff you can do here. You can change the background, borders. You can animate this. You could make this flash if you wanted to. You could insert shapes, text, dimension, images. You could layer different things. You could change the opacity, the color. You could have outline widths. It's a very, very comprehensive tool. It's a design tool that I'm extremely proud of. It's got a value of $497, and I think you can see by the tone in my voice that I really am proud of that. I don't know if I did that justice. Did that look like it was easy to use? Can you imagine yourself using that design tool quite easily? I mean, it was only a 30-second demo, but hopefully you can imagine yourself using it. And by the way, that's web-based, so you can use it on any platform or anything. You can use it on a Mac, use it on a PC. There's no requirements there. Now, getting back to the tools that we've got for you, the third tool is called Split Star. It's got a value of $697, and this is really the secret weapon that you've got to get to $1 per visitor, because that takes care of all the complicated split testing stuff that you have to do, right? It's push button easy. It's intuitive. So, if you want to know what link is converting best, all you have to do is press 2 buttons and it'll work in the background like a little machine, and then it'll give you the information you need. It's got a value of $697. This is an in-house tool that we've developed. It's a premium tool. It cost us a lot of money to develop. And then the next tool, and this is something we are extremely proud of, is called Krav Force. Okay, Krav Force is like having a virtual assistant run around out there day and night, 24 hours a day. It's a virtual assistant that's going to hunt down and report traffic opportunities. It's going to uncover these elusive pockets of traffic. Now, I showed you a screenshot earlier about how you could get 5 visitors from YouTube, 10 from Facebook, 6 from Tumblr, and so on. Krav Force is the secret to getting them, because Krav Force is going to show you exactly how to do it. Now, we don't have time to actually go behind the scenes and have a look, but I did want to show you what it looks like on the inside. Now, here we can see different graphs and charts that show you your progress. There's a lot of different modules. So you've got a forum module, you've got a Facebook module, you've got loads of different modules that are going to help you identify the opportunities, find these lucrative pockets of traffic, and then you can use it. So how is Krav Force going to help you? Well, imagine if you've got a website to do with Halloween, you're selling Halloween costumes. Imagine if you could be alerted the moment there's someone somewhere out there asked where's the best place to get a vampire costume, and you just put your website up. You've got this virtual assistant that's working on autopilot to find these opportunities. It reports them to you. You go in there, 10 seconds later, you've got a link on that traffic source, and you're driving visitors to your website. Now, let me give you another example. Imagine that you are in, you've got a website about, diets for, vegetarians, and you identify a Facebook page that's got, 100,000 vegetarian fans. Now, what if you had a virtual assistant that could tell you at the very moment that there was some new post added to that Facebook page that was related to you, and you could just pop up, you could put your comment in there, and people would be funneled back to your website. It is just so intuitive. It's extremely exciting. You've got the ability to swoop in on these opportunities. Imagine being able to drive targeted visitors directly to your page. The other thing that I want to emphasize here is that this is a one-time job, right? So if you find a blog, for example, that's got maybe a decent number of visitors, and you manage to be the first person to leave a comment on it, you're going to have a top comment link. And do you think that could drive you 5 or 10 visitors a day? Absolutely. If that's a good blog, do you think it's going to be doing it every single day, year after year? Well, it's going to last a long time. Anyway, it's certainly going to last a long time, longer time than Google. So, these are the kind of things. You do the work once and it sticks with you. That's Krav Force. It's got a value of $1,997. We're extremely proud of it. And then the third part of this, and this is extremely important, I know Mark Ling is going to really be able to relate to this, it's personalised support and coaching. You're getting 1 year of personalised support from me, from Tim, and from Steve. We're not outsourcing any of this. We don't have people that work for us to reply to your questions. You are joining our team, and we're going to work with you via our unique support hub to make sure that all your roadblocks are removed. This is direct access to the 3 of us. We have never, ever offered anything quite like this before. We've all got we do one-on-one coaching, costs $1,000 a month. There's 3 of us. That's a value of $36,000. Now, there is a catch, guys, and this is one of the important points I really wanted you to hear. So There is a catch with this. There's two important limitations. There are two special bonuses for action takers, okay? And those bonuses are only available for people who invest in the next 30 minutes. And I'm going to explain why it has to be that way, and I think it's going to be quite self-explanatory. The first one of those bonuses is a unique opportunity to work closely with Steve and myself. And that's a picture of Steve and myself up in his plane a couple of weeks ago. But you're going to be part of a live traffic mastermind group. And because it's a mastermind group, we have to be a small number. I mean, that's how mastermind groups work. We can't have hundreds of people in a mastermind group. It just doesn't work like that, okay? You're going to get first access, because you're in this mastermind group, you're going to get first access to the traffic strategies as soon as we release them, okay? And we are releasing new traffic strategies all the time as part of this training. That's got a value of $497. Again, this is only available for people who invest in the next 30 minutes. Now, the second part of the bonus, and this is also very exciting, is that you're going to be able to be a beta tester. This has got a value of $397. Now, by being a beta tester, you're going to get early access to the new modules of Krav Force, and you're going to get to use them before everyone else does. Not only that, but you're going to play an integral part in the development of this tool. You're going to be interacting with us personally, sharing your thoughts, and we're going to be building the tool based on what you tell us. You're going to have an opportunity to discuss the development of this with us, okay? And you're going to be working closely. That's got a value of $397. And again, we can only have a small number of beta testers. Obviously, we can't have hundreds of people testing a tool. It's just not going to work. And that's why it's a 30-minute bonus here. So I want to break this down now because there's so many moving parts to this. We've got training. That's 6 weeks live training. That's got a value of $3,497. We've got the Trinity Code Elite. That's the add-on training that comes in at the end. This is how you're going to scale your business from that $1,000 mark up to, you know, $10,000 per month, or whatever you want to get to. I showed you some PayPal screenshots showing sort of $40,000, $50,000 a month. Whatever you want to get to. That's the training. You've got 4 important tools: the Trinity Platform, Design Master Plus, Split Star, and Krav Force. These have got values of $297, $497, $697, and $1,997 respectively. You're getting lifetime access to these, okay? You're going to get lifetime access to these. And the third part, and this is really just so important, is the 1 year of personalized support. This has got a value of $36,000 because we are with you. We're in this with you. And we're going to drag you to that finish line, one way or another, kicking and screaming, but you're going to get there, okay? We're going to drag you to the finish line, and we're going to be there with you for 1 year. We're going to be as long as it takes. I mean, maybe, you know, what if you don't get there in 60 days, you need 90 days, no problem. We're there with you. We're guaranteeing you personalized support for a year, and you get those 2 bonuses I just mentioned. They're worth $497, $397 respectively. It's got a total value of $45,878. It's massive, massive value. This is not some, you know, course that we've whipped together. This is designed for serious internet marketers that want to change their lives and to make a real business out of this. We're building assets here. We're not building some throwaway websites. These are websites that are going to be getting traffic. And by the way, guys, the method that I've been using, the method I've been talking about for getting traffic, you can use that on any website you want. If you've got, you know, existing websites that you just need some traffic, well, obviously you can use Krav Force to do that. Definitely. So that's got a total value of $45,878. Now, I spoke about these tools being premium tools. They cost us a lot of money to develop. The Trinity Platform costs $4,300. Design Master Plus, you saw how complex that design suite was. $7,500 is what it cost us to develop. Split Star cost us $8,000 to develop, and that's, again, the secret weapon. It's got a lot of moving parts in the background that just make it easy for you to get good results on your websites. You've got Krav Force, which has got a value of $45,000. That's actually what it cost us. Okay, so the tools alone cost us over $64,000 to develop. This is a serious investment here. And you know, the one-on-one coaching, we are giving you access to us. There's only so many people that we can actually help out here because, you know, we're only 3 people, and we're guaranteeing to support you for an entire year. Okay, that's got a value of $36,000. Now, one thing I want to mention, and this is just really, really important, guys, is that this is extremely limited because our personal time is being invested and we're supporting you personally for an entire year. We simply cannot take many people for logistical reasons. I mean, there's only so many people that we can actually help. And to put this in perspective, I took this screenshot that I'm showing on screen here yesterday at about 3 p.m. and we had 11,854 people on our list, on our early bird list, okay? And spaces are going to fill up extremely fast. In fact, today, when I checked, there was over 13,000 people. There's 13,000 people on the early bird waiting list, okay? And, you know, we are limited, very, very limited, to how many people we can take on because there's so much personal support involved. So I just want you to know it's extremely limited. Spaces are going to fill up very, very quickly. Now, this is ridiculous value, guys, because you're not going to pay the $45,878, you know, that we worked out that, you know, what it's actually worth. You're not going to pay that. You're not going to pay the, you know, the $19,997, okay? So $9,997. Let's talk about this for a second. If all you did with this was make yourself $2,000 per month for the next 10 years, the next 5 years, would it be worth paying $9,997 for? If all this did was make you enough money to pay your monthly bills for the next 10 years, would it be worth paying this much money for? Would it be worth paying $9,997 for? If all this did was give you 15 hours per week extra time to spend with your family, with your kids, with your grandchildren, with your parents, whatever, you know, if this could give you more time in your life for the rest of your life, would it be worth paying $9,997 for? If this could secure your retirement, if you could secure your retirement for a one-time cost of $9,997, you know, would that be worth it? If you could take care of your mortgage requirements. Now, loads of my friends have got mortgages, right? And, you know, thankfully I was able to pay, you know, to pay off my mortgage, you know, very, very quickly. But if this is something that could pay off your mortgage or just take care of your mortgage payments on a monthly basis, you know, would that be worth $9,997? If you could pay for a family vacation, I'm trying to put this in perspective, guys. If you could pay for a family vacation each year for the rest of your life to take your family away somewhere nice, would it be worth $9,997? The last example I want to give you is, you know, if this would allow you to spoil your kids a little bit, more, you know, is that going to be worth this? You know, this is a serious program, and you know, you're not going to be paying $9,997. Although I think it would be great value for that because you're going to be easily making that money if you stick with us for a year. Okay, you won't even pay $4,997. Okay, you can get complete access to this right now with the bonuses included for the next 30 minutes for 3 payments of $9.97. And in fact, you can get started for even less than that because for one time, if you make a one-time payment now, you get a $494 discount. Okay, this is an instant payment discount option, so you can save yourself $494 by making a discount. Now, the other thing that I want to mention, and I've said this a couple of times, excuse me, Tim, Steve, and myself, Tim and Steve are my business partners. With me, we are personally responsible. Our one objective is to drag you to that 60-day milestone where you're earning $1,000 per month. We are going to drag you kicking and screaming. We've got milestones set out week by week. This is inevitable. Failure is not an option here, okay? And we've got a guarantee to back that up. So we've got a 100% money back guarantee. You've got 30 days to come in, test this out. You know, the example website that I showed you was dead simple, right? It's already made $105 in its first month, and that's a really simple website that I really just spent 20 minutes building, okay? Now, again, we are personally invested in your success here, okay? You've got 30 days to test this out. It's 100% risk-free. There's no risk on your part. There's a 3-part payment option if you want, or there's also a discount if you want that too. Now, one thing I want to say here is that you should expect fast results. You've seen this slide. It shows you how if you build 6 websites, we worked out that if you could build one website in 15 minutes, you could build 6 websites in an hour and a half. And hey, you know, let's say it took you 5 hours. Exaggerating. Let's say it took you 5 hours. you could get an income of $630 in 30 days. I think that's very, very conservative. We're talking about 3 sales per month from each website. Can you make 1 sale every 10 days? Absolutely. Even if you're getting just 10 visitors a day, you can do that. Just 10 visitors a day. I showed you a screenshot where I was getting about 12 clicks a day kind of thing. And I've already made 3 sales in the last 30 days. Now, based on that, can you imagine yourself being able to get to $1,000 in 60 days? Okay, using the system. I hope you can, because absolutely you can. And remember, you're not in this alone. We are dragging you to the finish line. Okay, we are going to absolutely drag you to the finish line one way or another. 60 days, you will be making money. Okay.
Okay. Now, can I just ask you a question? If somebody isn't making money in 60 days, do you have an income guarantee or anything like that?
Well, one thing I'll say, Mark, is that firstly, I think it's very unlikely that they're not going to be making money in 60 days. But we're going to work with people for an entire year. So if you're serious about this, and again, this is for serious internet marketers, right? If you are serious about this, then work with us personally for an entire year, okay? And we're going to make it work for you one way or another. If after 60 days you're at $700 per month, I think most people are still going to realize, they're still going to see the potential at that point. So, whatever the result is at 60 days, I mean, failure is not a possibility here, because we're going to continue working with you, and we've got a lot of experience in actually helping people make money online, and this is going to be no different. So, not sure that completely answers your question, but hopefully it gives you an idea about how we are serious about supporting.
You've got a money-back guarantee as well, right?
Absolutely, yeah. There's a 100% no questions asked money-back guarantee. I want to show you an email, Mark, that I received. I actually received this about 4 hours ago. It's from David. Now, David sent me this email. It's a 100% unsolicited email, okay? Didn't ask for this email. This is what David said. He said he has started using Krav Force. He started using it on his website. I had to blur out his website there because I don't think it's fair to share his website, but he has started getting visitors within hours of using the software. He is already tapping into these pockets of traffic that we've been speaking about. He's starting to see a steady trickle of traffic. And obviously he's saying it's going to increase his rankings as well, because he's using it on a website that's been built for search engine optimization. So he's applying it to websites that he's already got. But he says, pretty clever. And he says, by the way, I see the value of the new course you're offering. Anyone who has enough cash flow to invest or doesn't, if they don't do it, they're making a big mistake. So that's an unsolicited testimonial. And I just want to jump back up here to the slide with your link on it, Mark, and 100% risk-free guarantee. That's your link there, Mark. I just wanted to share that little story because I got it today and I thought it was quite applicable to add in there.
You'll notice on that page that there are a bunch of bonuses from me as well. I won't go into those just yet. I think it's more important that we get people's questions answered about the Trinity Code and about anything else, any of the content covered on this webinar. I think you've covered so much content that even people that don't join, have gained a lot of value from this particular webinar. That's the main thing. But I mean, I do have a huge bonuses package if you do go through that particular page to make it even more worth your while, and I'll explain more about that later. But I'm willing to put my own money on the line here, and I don't do that for very many people. One of the reasons I'm willing to do this for Aiden is because I know they don't even have support staff for this particular product. They are doing all the support themselves. So all of the support is coming from 3 people that have made millions of dollars online. They know what they're doing. So I'm willing to say that if you follow the training to the letter and you are able to just show me that you've tried to a reasonable extent to use their particular training, and if you have not made money from it, if it's not successful and you haven't been able to make your $1,000 per month from it within 60 days, and you've actually tried, if you're able to show me that, then not only will you be able to get the refund back from these guys, but I'll throw in an extra $300 on top. I'll PayPal it to you just for taking the time. That's how confident I am that this will work for you. Like I know that you will make money provided you actually do what the training tells you to do. That's all there is to it. And I know I'm not going to lose out on that, because I know that that these guys will support you well. Like, if you've got a question, make sure that you ask them, of course. I don't expect you to just... I
see one really good question there, Mark, and I think it's one that I really should have covered.
Sure.
It just says, there's someone that's got a full-time job, and they just want to know how much time they're going to have to invest to realistically hit that $1,000 per month mark in 60 days. And what I'll tell you is that the first 6 weeks are going to be intensive, but they're not going to be overwhelming. You're going to have a couple of hours of training with us each week, and on top of that, you're probably going to need 3 to 4 hours to actually start getting your business off the ground. So in the first few weeks, you're talking, 5, 6 hours, 7 hours at the most kind of per week. But once we get through that initial training period, at that point, it's going to come down to, you could literally do this 4 hours a week. Remember, once the website's set up, there's very, very little ongoing maintenance, because you're not doing SEO. It might be five minutes a day here and there kind of thing, but it's kind of get the traffic once and it stays. So just to answer that question, I think it was Mike that asked it, Mike, is that, you're looking at somewhere in the vicinity of 4 to 7 hours per week. And obviously for those people that have got more time, if you tell me that you've got 15 or 20 hours a week that you can invest in this, then I'll say, don't aim for $1,000 in 60 days, aim for $3,000 in 60 days, okay? Because you're going to have more time. I mean, this $1,000 goal that we've got is really for people that are busy, maybe you've got a family already working, so hopefully that helps with that question, Mark.
Yeah, I get that. You're basically trying to under-promise and over-deliver with getting people beyond that. Yeah. No, that's great. Now, we've got a lot of questions coming in. We've got Ron saying, do you consider your site squeeze pages?
Well, we are really... Then it's not a typical squeeze page, but we are squeezing the visitor, I guess, if you want to call it that, into taking an action. We are funneling them in to taking an action, okay? So... we're really giving them two alternatives. You can leave the website or you can click on our link. And, like it or not, that's been proven to work extremely well. And remember, we're promoting good quality products here, so it's not that we're sending people to some shady, funny affiliate. We're providing people with solutions as well.
Basically, when it comes to my bonuses package, by the way, guys, I mean, the full details are on the page that you get sent to here, fillerama.com/Trinity bonuses. It's a $3,541 bonus package. I just want to talk to you about the first bonus that's on that page, and then I'll go back to taking your questions. And you can ask questions about anything. It doesn't have to just be about what's in the product. You could be asking questions about anything that's been covered on this webinar. If you need, even if you don't join, you might have other questions that might lend you so that you can at least manage to do some things for yourself that you might have ideas with. But I just want to talk to you about that first bonus. It's a product that I am almost finished creating right now. So anybody that joins through my link, you will get that as soon as it becomes available. It will be definitely edited and ready by the 20th of this month, but it may be ready a lot sooner than that. I'm having good success getting it done. I'm just in the middle of editing the videos. It's called the $5 Million Code, and it's called the $5 Million Code because I start off by analysing 5 different websites that make over $1 million a year each. Okay, so I start with 5 websites, $5 million websites. In fact, they're probably worth more than $1 million because they make over $1 million a year each. So they'd probably sell for more than that. But one of those sites is my website. It's one of my websites in the dating niche. But the other websites are in different niches. So I analyze the websites in front of you. I show you how to use spy tools that any one of you can get hold of so that you can spy on the different traffic sources and so forth for these websites. I teach you how to build websites like these, how to get them to convert to sales, these sites are niche product type websites. So I show you how to make your own product, how to make video sales letters that convert. I teach you how to get affiliates driving traffic to these kinds of websites. I teach you, and I even build one of these websites in front of you so that you can copy step by step as I'm building this website in front of you. I believe that a number of you are going to make over $1 million. I'm not exaggerating. I believe a number of you will make over $1 million by following this particular training in this video. I've already helped several people to do that, so I don't, and I've done that with family and friends, teaching them this stuff. So I don't see any reason why a number of you won't do the same, or at least makes several $1,000s following this training. So that's a really high value training package. You're getting it for free if you join through my link on this page. That's $997 value. So I just wanted to let you know, and that's the biggest and best of all the bonuses. But then there's a lot of other great bonuses on that page as well, which you can read about on the page if you wish to. So anyway, I'll let you. Sorry.
I just got another question here about the traffic, and I think it's an important one to address. Someone was just asking, how is the traffic hands-off? How do we know it's going to keep coming in? And what Krav Force does is it really focuses in on those traffic sources that you can, you can interject in a conversation, for example, that's happening somewhere on the web. And that little interjection, that little comment, that little snippet that you put in there is going to stay there. It's going to stick around. So you kind of do the job once. You got this virtual assistant that finds the opportunity. You go in there, you do the job once, it might take 2 minutes, and then, inevitably you're going to get traffic from that. And remember, we're talking about small pockets of traffic. So that was one question I answered. Another question was, are we aiming to get these websites, each individual website, to $1,000 per month? And what I'll say is that in the first 60 days, we're not specifically aiming to get each individual website to $1,000 per month. Our objective is to get you making money, $1,000, as fast as we can. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to take a three-pronged approach, and we're going to build multiple sites in multiple different offers, and we're going to find out which one works the best. They're all going to make money because they're all going to receive traffic, right? But we're going to basically divide and diversify the way you're making money. So you won't make necessarily in 60 days $1,000 per month from each website, but when you get into the Trinity Code Elite, which is where we pick up after 6 weeks, that's when we're going to talk about scaling these websites and getting each individual website kind of to that vicinity of $1,000 per month. And hopefully that answers the question a little bit about how much you're going to earn from each website.
Okay, my next question that I've got for you, just from a personal perspective, is considering there's a lot of personal time on this. I mean, I know you've got a limited number of students, and I know that you're getting close to reaching your limit. Okay, so I know it's not like you've got a zillion. It's not like you're going to have several thousand students or anything. But even with that in mind, there's still going to be a significant amount of your personal time involved, doing the support and doing the hand-holding and running the live webinars and stuff. It's not like it's just, here's the course and now I'm gone. So with that in mind, and given the fact that you're virtually guaranteeing the income here, and I'm adding in my own money on top, to guarantee that, provided they actually follow through on doing what you're actually teaching them to do. Why is this course only $2,497? Why is it not, say, $10,000? I mean, if I'm ever given the opportunity to say, let's say $1,000 a month, times that by 12 months, that's $12,000. If I got told I get $12,000 for every $10,000 I spent, I'd be getting as much $10,000 as together as I could, because that's a good trade. So why 2,497? I mean, as long as, assuming it does what it says it's going to do, and assuming you're doing, a heck of a lot of support on your own time, and it's limited in student numbers, what makes you give it at that particular price?
Yeah, well, what we're trying to do here is we've got, we've got a lot of our own past customers as well, and we really want to make sure that this is accessible. We realise that, it's not a cheap course in the scheme of things. Actually, in the scheme of things, it's extremely cheap, but it's a significant investment. But we think that it's a kind of a good balance in that it's achievable for the people that are serious about internet marketing. Like if we'd made it $10,000, unfortunately, for one reason or another, it would have been a lot hard for a lot of people to justify that kind of investment. But with this price point, we think that people can justify the investment, and we can kind of get that fair balance. We are personally investing a lot of time, and we're making that promise to drag people through. But we think that this is kind of like a fair. I guess like a fair number to aim for, Mark. We did discuss making it more expensive because the tools cost us a lot of money to develop. But then we just said we're going to just price it, and a lot of our past students wouldn't have had the chance to basically get in. But that was kind of our reasoning there. I'm seeing that that I've just had a few messages, people saying I'm in. I'm in there already. So, to those people that have signed up, thank you so much for that. I can see that Joe's done it. I can see Kevin, Barry. Thanks so much, guys. There's still about another 20 minutes left for people to get these two, limited time bonuses, Mark. So maybe I'll just quickly recap those.
Yep.
And then we can take some more questions. So, those two bonuses that are available for the next 20 minutes only. The first is being part of a live traffic mastermind group. You're going to be working directly with Steve and myself in this live traffic mastermind, and you're going to get first access to the new traffic sources. Now that's got a value of $497. It has to be small. That group, it has to be small. The second thing is the beta testing. You're going to be part of the beta test group, and that's going to give you early access to actually test and work with us to continually develop our set of different tools here, okay? So, again, that's more personal interaction with us, and, I think that's got a lot of value. So, if I just come back and give you another quick overview as well about the different components here. We've got the live training and the advanced add-on training, which is Trinity Code Elite. They've got values of 3,497 and 1,997, and we really are doing a lot of training here. Okay, so you're going to get everything you need. If you're a beginner and you've never done anything online, fantastic. That's going to be fine. At the same time, if you're experienced and you're making money online, then this is going to be a great way that you can diversify your income and grow your business. And again, we're very, very confident that you're going to be at that $1,000 per month earnings point very, very soon. Okay, so the training takes care of that. We've got the tools to really streamline everything for you. I've never released a package before that's been so complete. That's got the training component and the tool component. You've got these 4 tools, which makes it dead simple, just simple to set up your website. You've got the platform given to you. That's point and click, easy. You've got Design Master Plus. That takes care of all the content. Remember, you're not outsourcing loads of content here. That website I showed you that's already earned $105, it's got 9 lines of text on it. And I think you agreed that that's something that you could absolutely do. We've got Splitstar, $697. We've got Krav Force. That's got a value of $1,997. Now, the other component is the personalized support. We keep going back to this, but that's just because it's so critical. When you're building an asset, when you're building a business online that's going to make you a lot of money, this is one way, probably the best way that I know of, to put it beyond any shadow of a doubt that you're going to have success, is to have personal support from people who have been there and done it. Tim, Steve, and myself have all made millions of dollars online, and we can absolutely show you how to do that. Okay, and we're just saying, 60 days, just aim for a small goal, $1,000, small goal, 60 days, and then scale up from there. So you've got the personalized support, and again, for about another 17 minutes or 15 minutes or so, you're going to get these 2 bonuses as well. So it really does have a massive value here. There's a few people actually asking for the link again, Mark, so I'm going to just come back over here. Now, this is the page where we are showing the, we've got risk-free. This is a risk-free, 100% money-back guarantee. If you've got any questions at all, you've got our email addresses. When you come into the members area, one of the first things you're going to see, you're going to be watching a video. It's a quick introduction. It's a quick thank you from Steve, Tim, and myself. And we're going to, tell you about when the training starts and all that good stuff. And you're also going to see Steve's personal email address in there. Okay, so if you've got any issue at all, you've got that personal contact just waiting for you. And because of this personal contact, it really is extremely limited. Another question I just saw out of the corner of my eye there, Mark, is when is this going to start? We kick off 1 week from today, so we kick off, on Thursday in 1 week. The reason we're not kicking off tomorrow is because we want you to clear your schedule. We've got a questionnaire. It's a 20-second survey, actually. It takes about 20 seconds. When you come into the members area, we're going to ask you what is the best time for you to do the training. And it's a poll. You tell us, I like 7 p.m. on Monday, and we're going to take that into consideration so that we can create a dynamic training platform that trains you at a time that works well for you. Okay, so we're going to start next Thursday. We're going to kick it off as a group all together. We're going to work through it week by week, because that way we can really check the milestone checkpoints week by week, make sure you're where you're at. If you're not where you need to be after 2 weeks, for example, we're going to be in touch and say, hey, what's going on? What, how can we help, kind of thing, because that's what we're here for. Okay, so just to answer that question again, we are starting in 1 week, and we recommend that in this next week you just clear your schedule, clear your calendar. It's going to get intense once you're on the inside. It's going to be manageable, but admittedly, this is a serious opportunity. So,
what happens if you can't make it there live? Then do they get a replay? And is that
absolutely.
Is that just as good?
You're going to have you're going to have lifetime access. We've got a special members area, and you're going to have lifetime access to that. Obviously, if you can't attend a live event, that's absolutely fine. We understand that. We're going to have replays ready for you, usually within 24 hours. And the replays is the same content. So if you get the content on a Wednesday or a Thursday, it's no big deal. We do want you. I mean, again, guys, this is for serious internet marketers that want to build a serious business here. So we do want you to kind of commit to this and say, look, I want to hit that $1,000 per month in 60 days. I'm willing to take the action. I'm willing to follow your advice. And if you're willing to do that, then we're going to help you just as much as you need. But we really are looking for the people that are willing to, stick with us and just make this work. Because, failure is not an option here, okay?
Cool. No, that's great. By the way, for those of you, because I noticed someone just typed in an interesting question, you don't have to ask questions about the course itself if you don't want to. You can ask questions about anything that's been covered on this webinar. There was a lot of great free training on this webinar that I thought was really, really good and interesting, regardless of whether you join or not. So feel free to ask questions about that too. Make use of Aidan's time. It's not every day you get to talk straight directly to an internet millionaire who's just going to answer your questions. We had Mark saying, without screwing up what's working right now, wouldn't you have to choose between sending the visitors straight to the affiliate offer directly, which might be working right now, versus directing them to get their contact info first, which might be less effective for initial sales, but might make you more in the long run? And he said this would perhaps this be a subject for a split test.
So is just make sure that I'm actually understanding this right. It sounds like this person is asking about, should we be sending someone to an offer, or should we be adding them to an email list via opt-in or something like that? Am I understanding that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, that would be a good thing to split test, and it really depends what your objectives are. There's some niches that are good to build a list in, and there's others that are not quite as effective.
You can do both.
So I think you
can do both as well.
Yeah.
There's software out there that you could just grab that will make it so that when you send it to the affiliate site, and if they leave the affiliate site, then they get shown your opt-in form.
Yeah. Hey, I've just seen about another 4 or 5 people have just typed in that they've just gone in and they're on the inside. So, thank you guys for putting your trust in me. And One thing that I just want to throw out here, Mark, and I wasn't planning on doing this, but just because the response has been overwhelming, and I'm really grateful for that, I'm going to throw in an extra bonus. I haven't got any slides about this, guys, so just I'll just do my best to actually explain it without slides. This extra bonus that I'm throwing in is basically a way that you can tap into covert analytics on any website. Okay, it's a live training video that I set up. It's only been seen by about 20 people in my inner circle. I created this training about 6 weeks ago. It's very, very up to date. It shows you how you can record the action of every visitor on your website. So if you've got a website that, maybe you're getting 30 visitors per day, maybe 50 visitors per day, and it's not making sales, this training is going to let you zoom in, laser focus on exactly what your visitors are doing on your site. So you're going to be able to see, hey, this person visited me at 3 p.m. Eastern time, and I can see that first they clicked this page and then they left, right? This training that I'm going to throw in, it's got an extra value of $197, a training video. Again, it's only been seen by a very small number of people. It's going to actually allow you to massively improve the performance of your website, not based on theory, but based on what your actual visitors are doing, because obviously it is a little bit different from site to site. So that's an extra bonus, Mark, that I'm throwing in, and again, that's only going to be available for the next 15 minutes or so, while we're still here. So that's another cool bonus. And by the way, these bonuses are going to be delivered to you, within 24 to 48 hours. We do know who you are, and we do know when you're signing up. We've got all those records. So, we will get those bonuses.
Something that just occurred to me was, I feel really bad for us not remembering to do this earlier, but there was the software bonus, or I think it was software, that you were going to give away for free on this webinar, valued at $297. And what I'll do is I'll grab everybody's email address that signed up for this webinar, and I'll give it to Aidan, so that you Aidan, can just send out a group email to email them all access. Can you just tell us what that bonus is all about? Okay, so
so this bonus is a premium course that my business partners released a wee while ago. It's got some great content in it. It's about building.
Okay, it's a course, not software.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's a course. Yeah. That was sold for $297. So you're going to get real value. And again, I really appreciate you spending the time here with us. And I would love to have you on the inside if you're willing to invest today. But if not, hopefully you've taken some good stuff away and you're going to get that bonus. You will get an email from me with that in the next. Just give me a few days to get that to you. I'll definitely get that to you shortly.
Okay, and what's that called? That particular course?
It's called Blueprint Pro.
Oh, okay. So that's the Blueprint where he's teaching a different affiliate marketing method that he uses from memory.
Yeah, it's complementary to what we're talking about here, essentially. So
great.
It's not something that you're going to get necessarily $1 per visitor from, and it's not something that talks about these pockets of traffic and how you can build a $1,000 per month business in 60 days, but it does have some good value in there. So
cool.
And by the way, guys, if you do come in, we'll make sure you get that as well. Obviously, you'll get that and just so much more. You'll get those 3 unique bonuses that are next 15 minutes, so you can still get them.
Do you teach any forms of paid traffic in your course? I know you're talking about free traffic all the time, but surely you must use paid traffic as well.
Yeah, so that's one of the things that we talk about in the elite version. So after we get to the 6-week period, we talk about what you can do to scale things up. And one of the things that we talk about when you're scaling things up is we say, okay, we've got these traffic sources available to us. How can we use them? So we will be giving you training about, using ads on Facebook and things like that, because we're not saying don't use paid traffic. We're not saying don't use search engine optimization. We're just saying don't rely on them 100%. So after you get through the first 6 weeks, once you're at that $1,000 per month mark in 60 days time, then we're going to dive into the elite stuff, and that's when we're going to talk about accelerating and scaling, which is where the paid traffic and some of those type of things will come in.
Cool. By the way, just a quick question. When I mentioned my first bonus, guys, could you kind of I ran over it really fast. Could you guys like just type yes if you could understand the value and what I was trying to describe my bonus was? Like basically, like there's a certain type of website that I've built several times over, and it's made me millions of dollars over the years. And one of my websites makes me $1 million per year that I'm going to show you. And basically, it's where you make your own information product, you sell it. You use a video sales letter to sell it. I'll just give you the rough rundown, and you get affiliates promoting that product for you. And there's you don't even have to think about driving your own traffic because affiliates are driving it. You more just got to think about converting that traffic so it sells. And then I'm going to show you examples of several other people's websites that have done the same thing and made millions of dollars per year from a single website themselves. You guys can see the value in that. Because what I'm doing is I
want to see that.
I'm not only doing.
I want to see that, Mark.
Yeah, you should watch that. I recommend you do go through that, Aidan. And basically, I show them. I start by analysing the website, so you get the overview, and then I go in and show you how to do it, like how to write copy that sells and converts, and then I show you exactly how to build it. As in, you get to see me use. You get to see me jump in. Use a WordPress theme and actually build one of these websites complete with one-time offers and everything, how to get affiliates on board, how to train your affiliates, customer support, everything you can possibly think of to run one of these $1 million a year websites. So, even if you did a shabby job of it, you should still make tens of thousands of dollars from this kind of website. So anyway, that's my number one bonus on that particular page. And then
you've got a big bonus there.
Yeah.
Don't know if you want me to open that up or not.
You can open it if you want to, but I just wanted to mention that. And then there's a bunch of other bonuses as well that are really good. But I thought, you know what, rather than explain all 10 bonuses, it might be better if I just explained the first one, and then you guys can decide for yourself.
So I've just opened it up because it was a really, really impressive bonus pack that you put together here, Mark. But you can see the URL that you have to come to here, guys. It's affiliarama.com/Trinity bonuses. And this is where Mark just shows you, I mean, that $5 million code, a value of $997, that is a massive bonus, and as Mark said, it's brand new. You also get access to a course that I launched, about a year or so ago. And this is called Authority Hybrid. It sold for $497. It sold out, actually, in about 3 days, and we had to shut it down. You're going to get access to that. It's off the market now. You can't get that anywhere else. You're going to get access to Domains on Fire. This is a tool that we use to identify domain names. And by the way, domain names, aged domain names, are a great way to drive extra traffic to different offers. So just throwing that out there. This tool will allow you to find those. You're going to get access to that. People pay $47 a month for this. You're getting 2 years of access to that as well. Squidoo Profit Plan, this is how I make money using Squidoo. That's got a value of $47. I wrote this guide myself, so I can guarantee you the quality there. We're going to give you a live mastermind session as well. So if you join up through Mark, we're going to make sure that Steve, Tim, and myself are going to give you a live mastermind session. You're going to get Commission Blueprint Evolution. Now, this is a product that Tim and Steve created. So all these products in this bonus are really high quality products, by the way. You're going to get the seventh bonus, which is the quick $500 per month webinar. That's going to show you again how you can make money quickly. So we're giving you a lot of options here. We're giving you a premium graphics pack that's got a value of $197. Automated directory service tool. We're giving you the Attention Grabber plugin. And if you use WordPress, this is a plugin that I developed about 6 months ago. And that plugin will allow you to funnel your visitors. It grabs their attention, and you can then funnel them off to any place you want. So it's a great way to drive more traffic to offers and stuff. So you've got this is a mammoth bonus, Mark. I don't think I've ever seen one this big that you've done before. So thanks very much for putting that together. I'm sure people are gonna.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess the main reason it was so big was because I negotiated with you guys to provide. I mean, you guys obviously provided the majority of those, but I mean, I thought that was a pretty huge one. That one at the top that I'm giving you know, but obviously, yeah, the other ones are fantastic too.
Yeah. I thought I might just quickly go through again, or we could take some
How
questions.
many minutes
if you like.
are there left, by the way?
I
Is it about 7 minutes left on that particular? Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
Okay, so that's...
So get in now, guys. The clock is ticking down, and we can't stay keep this open forever. And in fact, I've seen that a lot of people have already said, they've already put in the chat box that they've signed up. So I personally just want to thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you in that private mastermind, that live mastermind session that we're going to have, and I look forward to actually working with you to further develop these tools, because, you know, we're in this with you for, you know, minimum a year to these tools, so it's important that the tools are constantly evolving, constantly improving, and because you guys that have already joined up, you guys have got that beta access, so you know, I look forward to working with you with that. Don't know if you want me to. There's been a few people just asking if I could just run through it again.
Okay, sure thing. I'll just ask you one quick question before that. I just had one person ask this question about 10 times. Do you use the same WordPress theme for each of these websites?
The platform that we've got, first of all, just to distinguish, it is built to work with WordPress, although traditionally these websites have not been built on WordPress, these image-based websites, but we have integrated with WordPress, so you can use WordPress, and the theme is dynamic in that you can make changes to it. It's got templates built into it, so you know, if you decide that you want to have a red theme because you know, you're promoting some health product, then at the click of a button you can do that. But yeah, I mean, the answer is this platform is the platform we use on all of these kind of websites, and it's got a lot of flexibility and functionality built into it, so you can really customize it to your needs.
Okay, great. I'll let you carry on and recap what's in the offer for those.
Yeah, so I want to give you. Yeah, there was quite a few questions about that, so I just want to just make sure I can actually find the right slide here. So the comprehensive training, I'm going to start here because you know, people want to see this again. So 6 weeks of comprehensive training showing you how you can make 100% hands-off income. And remember, the goal here is to drag you, you know, is to get you to $1,000 per month in a 60-day time frame. And one way or another, we are determined to get you there. We've got weekly milestone checkpoints in place. So, you know, each week we're going to ask you, you know, where are you up to? Where are you at? And we're going to be able to, if you tell us, oh, you know, I'm kind of stuck, I can't, you know, whatever, can't do this, then we're going to jump in and we're going to say, hey, you know, we're going to carry you to the finish line if we have to, but we're going to get you to the finish line, one way or another. That's part of the comprehensive training and the support. We're going to show you the $500,000 website. We're going to give you over-the-shoulder mentoring, so you're going to be able to see what we do and just replicate what we do. And then that first part of the training goes for 6 weeks. That's the live component, and then we move into the elite component. And as we spoke about with Mark, this is the advanced training. This is how you can accelerate and scale your business, because you know, $1,000 per month, that's the initial goal, but that's not the end goal. I mean, what finished looks like for us is you earning thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars per month. So, you know, not $1,000 a month, but let's aim for $10,000 a month. Let's get you to the point where you're earning $120,000 per year from this. I mean, that is very, very realistic, okay? That's a very realistic goal. And the elite component is how you're going to get there. We're going to give you more case studies, demo websites. Again, we're going to be showing you the $500,000 website. That's going to blow you away, I think. Can't wait to show you that. We've got the 4 tools, so the Trinity platform, the Design Master Plus, I showed you that. They've got values of $297 and $497 respectively. Design Master Plus lets you build these websites in seconds, because we're working on image-based sites. You don't have any additional costs. And there was another question I got, Mark, was, you know, do we have additional costs? The only additional cost you've got is domain name and hosting. Okay, it's really negligible in the scheme of things, because you're making money fast. I mean, this is about getting fast results, and that's really why we've packaged these 4 specific tools. Of all the different tools that we could have created, these are the 4 tools that are going to help you make money, because that's what it's all about. You know, we're only interested in one objective here, and that's getting you making money as quickly as possible. So we thought we need a platform that's going to convert. We need a way to create the content and create good quality content that looks good and that's easy to create. And by the way, using Design Master Plus, once you've created your content, there's a way that you can just click a button and then just copy some code and it goes straight into your website. It's extremely fast and easy. SplitStar is the other important tool because we want you to get to that $1 per visitor mark, because if you've got 20 visitors per day coming to your website, you should be able to make money from that, right? Even if it's just $20 a day. I mean, let's say for argument's sake, you get to 50 cents per visitor. Very, very, very achievable, 50 cents per visitor. And you've got 40 visitors per day. 40 per day. That's $20 per day, and that's $600 per month. Okay, so we're saying aim for $1 per visitor, but SplitStar, even if you only get to 50 cents per visitor in the short term, that's still fine. And SplitStar is intuitive; it takes care of all the complex split testing and all that stuff at the push of a button. So that really is a tool that'll help you a lot. That's got a value of $6.97. Krav Force, this is the virtual assistant. Hunt down and report traffic opportunities. These pockets of traffic that you can exploit. Okay, and you can control that traffic 100%. You're no longer dependent on Google. You're not going to wake up tomorrow morning and find that your website's disappeared, because it doesn't work like that. You're 100% in control. That's really the beauty of this opportunity. Okay, you get that personalised support from us. Again, we said that we're working to remove all the roadblocks for you. Direct access to Steve, Tim, and myself. We have never, ever, ever offered anything like this before, definitely not for 1 year. Okay, so we're serious about this. We're serious about you making money. You've got those 2 big bonuses. They must have about 2 minutes left on the mark. We've definitely ran over the half an hour I gave, but that's okay. Over the top bonus, number 1 is the live traffic mastermind. That's got a value of $4.97. The beta tester, you're going to be a beta tester. You're going to be working with us. You're going to get early bird access to the traffic modules of Krav Force, and that's got a value of $3.97. You've also got the extra tool, the extra training, which is having spying on your visitors, having a covert look at what they're doing on your website. That training, that advanced training, you're going to get that as well. I threw that in at the last minute just because so many people have. I really don't know what I could add to this to make it a more complete package. We're trying to work with an exclusive, serious group of marketers. If you are serious about this, if you want to make money online and you're not going to let anything stop you, then come on inside with us, because that's exactly who we want to work with. Now, one thing I'm going to mention here is that, again, we've got over 13,000 people on the waiting list. I think you've seen the response here has been tremendous. So many people tonight on this live, on this live webinar have signed up. Right, this is going to sell out extremely quickly. It could be sold out in the next few hours. I don't know. I don't know exactly where we're at. It's going to sell out very, very quickly, and because our personal time's at stake, we can't take that many people. I'm showing the link again here, guys. You've got a 3-part payment option. You can pay in 3 installments of $997 if you want to. It's all done through PayPal. That's 100% safe, 100% secure. Or you could get a $494 discount by paying it all at once. Remember, you've got a 100% money-back guarantee. Absolutely. No questions. No questions.
Do you have an email address? Because I've had a couple of people say that they've tried to order, but for one reason or another, it's just not working for them. And maybe you could give them an alternate page to go to if they
let me
like an email address.
Let me grab Steve's. Let me just see if we can get Steve's email
also,
address.
guys, I'll just let you know I'm about to give away some cash on this webinar. I probably should have mentioned that at the start of the webinar, but I'm just doing it for fun, just for you guys that have stuck around this long on the webinar, just to keep things interesting. So, we're almost finished, and I thought I may as well do something just for the heck of it. So, I'm going to do that in a moment, but I'll let you carry on with the email address.
Yep, I'm just grabbing that now. I'm just getting Steve's email address. Steve's still online. So, okay, Steve has put his email address in the chat box there. StephenThomasClayton@gmail.com. That's in the chat box. Just want to make sure you can actually see that.
Right, yeah. You might want to read it out loud if you can't type it onto the screen.
That's actually been shared just with the organisers. I'm going to just share that with everyone, with all the audience. So Stephen Thomas Clayton, let me just pull up a notepad here and I'll type it in the notepad so you can actually see it. If you've got any issues on the order page, and by the way, this is Steve's personal email address, guys. You're going to have access to this when you're on the inside as well. So that I'm just going to type it in here and I'll make it a bit bigger for you. And I'm going to pull that down so you can still see Mark's special link there. You have to go through that link to get those bonuses. Remember, you're getting those 3 other bonuses. Hey, Mark, I've also seen a lot of people are actually saying that they want to invest, they're ready to invest, but they just have to transfer the money to their PayPal account.
Yeah, I noticed someone had to ask their wife or husband. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one as well. So just kind of thinking about a solution here for those people. Now, I kind of mentioned that, you know, our bonuses were really just for the next half hour, but I understand the situation. I understand that. So I'm just wondering, you know, perhaps I don't know. Perhaps we could extend this out a little bit, Mark.
I'm happy with. I'm happy with that. It's more a matter of up to you, because I know that you're going to sell out one way or another pretty soon anyway.
Well, okay. Well, let's do this. Let's do this. What I'll do is, for those people that want to transfer money into the PayPal account, or that need to speak to their husband or their wives, we'll open this up for a further 48 hours. The special bonus will be around for 48 hours, but the thing I want you to make very, very clear is that this is probably going to sell out before then. Okay, so I'm going to give you 48 hours, and I'm just going to respect this bonus because I understand the situation. You don't have money in your PayPal account, and you need to transfer funds or whatever it is, or speak to your wife or something. You know, 48 hours, you can still come in and we will honour your bonus if you come through Mark's special link, which is on the page right here. But the course could, and probably will, sell out before then. So I just urge you, if you're in that situation, just please try to do it as quickly as you can. Otherwise you will miss out, I guess. I think that's really the best I can do there, Mark.
Cool. No, that sounds great to me. Now I was talking about giving away some cash. I know it's probably like no real reason for me to do it. I just thought I'd reward some of you guys for being here on the webinar. I kind of like to perk everyone's ears up at that moment in time, which is why I just said it. I figured, heck, you've been here for this long on the webinar. Let's have a couple of little games. So I thought, okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give away cash to. If anyone, I've got a random number between 1 and 50 in my head. You have to, first person to type it in, the correct random number, and you can only type in 1 each, will get it. And it had so many that are close, but not quite.
How much money are we giving away?
$100 on this first one. No,
okay.
It hasn't come in yet. It hasn't come in. I'll give you a hint. It's how many years old I am. No, I'm not 54. Oh, there we go. There we go. We got someone. Oh, it scrolled off the screen. Heck, I've got to go back to it. You can stop typing now, guys, because it's scrolled off the screen. I'm 34. So, I hope no one typed it earlier, because I didn't see it otherwise if you did, because they've been scrolling off the screen. So, if you did type it earlier, I'm sorry, but we're going with this person. And it has scrolled off my screen again really quickly. This is getting really annoying. Every time someone enters right now, it keeps on showing a message on my screen saying that we've got over 1,000 people, because it's, we've had a full house on this webinar. And
yeah, I get the same message. I'm looking for it for you as well, so I'll let you know if I see it.
Okay.
I can see a lot of 35s.
Yeah, no, there was a 34 in there, but I don't know what's happened to the Q&A box. It started scrolling off my screen, and I can't get back to it because of something wrong with.
There's a lot of.
Maybe it's because you're dragging through it as well, and it's just not letting me. I don't know. Something wrong with
I can
GoTo.
see one quite recent. I can see a few of them now. I don't know which one
It
though.
began with LORR, I think.
I want to make sure we get this to the right people here.
Sorry about
Oh,
this,
yeah, here we
guys. I
go.
don't know what happened.
Lorraine Middleton.
Yeah. Okay. Great. And if other people got in earlier, I'm really sorry. That's the first correct answer that I actually saw, so I'm going to go with that. So can you please message us your email address in the and I'll get Aidan to hand that to me afterwards, and I will pay your PayPal address, I should say, and I will PayPal you $100 cash. Okay.
So if you could, Lorraine, if you could just send an email to this email address here, stephenthomasclayton@gmail.com. Might as well send it to that one because that's the one we've got up on screen here, and then we can we can sort that out with Mark. Just send us your PayPal email address.
Cool.
I'm just going to take this opportunity again, Mark, just to reiterate with people, because there's still several hundred people with us, and there's still a lot of people that are interested. So I just want to ask you, if you haven't jumped in yet, if you haven't jumped in with us just yet, is there anything in particular that's stopping you do this? Because I would love to get you on the inside, and if there's some kind of thing that's stopping you, just tell me what it is, because maybe there's a way that I can, that I can help in some way.
I literally, the moment I ran that competition, I haven't been able to see any of the questions. Like they just scrolled off my screen, and then something's gone wrong with GoToWebinar. So I'm just letting you know that you're the only one that can see the questions, the answers now,
Okay.
Aidan. I can't see a thing. I
Yeah.
want to give away more cash,
one,
but I can't see the answers. So I'm going to let you see the answers next time. I'm going to ask another quick question in a moment.
Yeah. So one of the kind of reasons that people are saying they can't come in is they just say, they just can't get that money together that quickly, and I understand that. I'll just say, just see if there's any way. If you really want to come in, if you can resonate with these pockets of traffic, with making this kind of money, just see if there's any way you can get in on the inside, because I truly believe that this is a unique opportunity for you guys, and I would hate you to miss out just because you couldn't quite get it together. Remember, there is the 3-part payment plan, and that may help you. So if we have got that available to you, I would recommend that you actually go through Mark's bonus page, and then on his bonus page you'll find a link to our page, and we give you an overview of everything you're going to get, and you'll be able to see that the different options that are available. I saw a couple more people. Andrew just said that he just signed up, so thank you, Andrew. A lot of people have signed up, and I really am appreciative of that. I really look forward to personally getting to know you over the next next few months, and working with you. We're going to have a lot of success stories. I would love you to be one of them. So thanks so much. Tom says he really wants to join. Tom Chen, just wondering why you haven't actually joined, Tom, because we'd love to have you on the inside. Ben says, will this opportunity be again in the future? Absolutely not. This is really a one-time thing, Ben, because we don't launch many programs like this. In fact, we kind of do this once a year. We do something big like this once a year, where we take on a few people and we work with them. We don't launch programs kind of every month. That's not the way we do it. So we would rather work with a small number of people on a long-term basis, and this is absolutely not going to be available again once it's sold out. That's it. And we are dedicated to working with the people that come in on the inside. So, Ben, if you are kind of on the edge but you're not sure, I would say come in, test it out for 30 days, 100% risk-free. You've got nothing to lose. I can guarantee you of that. And I'm adamant that you're going to make sure that you're going to make a good decision. Now Tom Chen said he's going to check his credit card limit, so that's great. And let's see. Paul says he's got the funds in his account, but he's waiting for a check to clear. Okay. Yes, Mark, link does go through JVZoo. It does link into JVZoo. That's the payment processor that we're using. It's all tied into PayPal. It's an extremely safe and, you're very, very well protected with that. So that's why we used that one. So Mark's link does go through to JVZoo, so that's absolutely normal. You can continue with that, Trevor. Barry says, I would like to know what you realistically expect to make in the first 30 days if you spend a minimum of 2 serious hours a day. Now, Barry, that is a great question. Let me put some perspective here. The Help Kids Read website, helpkidsread.net, I have not spent 2 hours a day on that. I have not spent 1 hour a day on that. I've probably spent an average of, I don't know, 3-4 hours a week at the absolute most, and that's just because it's a demo website. I mean, I've probably even spent less than that. So what can you realistically expect to make in 30 days if you've got a minimum of 2 hours per day? I think you're going to be exceeding what I've done. So I would say, you'll be looking at more than $500 a month. I think that's a realistic thing to aim for, and I think you can get there. You're going to be working through the training, obviously. So once you're fully trained, you're going to be able to do this at a much faster rate, because at that point you'll know how the system works, and it'll be like second nature to you. It'll be very, very simple. So
I remember I got a friend of mine into internet marketing a few years ago. When it's my personal friends that I know personally, I do it a bit differently. Sometimes I just give them a website that's making money. And I gave him a website that was making, I think it was $100 a month. Okay, so I gave him a website that's making $100 a month, and he wasn't bothered to do anything until 3 months went by, and he had three checks in the mail, $100, $100, $100, and then he was like, this just keeps coming in. This is like free money. Now he's making thousands of dollars a week because he's replicated the system over and over and over and over and over again. And what I tend to find is that first, for anybody, usually it's all about getting them to make $100 a month is enough to motivate most people to multiply it again and again and make thousands a week. So you're talking $1,000 a month. Anybody that makes $1,000 a month, I would be shocked if they don't wind up turning that into $10,000 a month within a matter of months, because or at the very worst within a year. Because
it's that old thing about the first 100 is the most difficult, and then after that it's just a matter of rinse and repeat, and that's how you can scale this business. And this is the way that we always wanted internet marketing to be, right? So this is really what it's all about. This is a system that works just extremely well, and it's working. It's going to work for anyone.
I've got another question for you guys. $100 PayPal cash for the first person that Aidan actually sees, because sometimes these fly straight off the screen really fast. It guesses his age. So you got to type in his age, and if you get it right, then we'll PayPal you.
Yeah. This will be interesting. Okay. Jesus, they're coming in fast. Let me see. There we go. Joyce K. Guess my age, and it's 30. 30.
Youngin.
So Joyce, a few years younger than you, only just.
I remember being scared about my 30th, and then next thing you know, I snapped my fingers and I was 34 with 2 kids.
Joyce, please send an email to StephenThomasClayton@gmail.com, and we will sort you out. What was that one? Was that $100 cash, right?
as well. Yeah. I just thought, you guys have been on the webinar for so long, I may as well just make things a little interesting.
Yeah, why not? I wanted to go back to this slide. Actually, this slide, I've kind of been over that a few times. Let me just jump up to another slide here. I want to show you the one about the pockets of traffic, because that's really where the power of this is. I just want to show you again how easy this is. Since you're not relying on Google, you're kind of getting traffic from little pockets of traffic. You're getting traffic from little sources all over the net. Imagine you've got 7 different sources, just like this. 10 visitors coming from one place, 2 from another, maybe getting 6 from Craigslist, you're getting 4 from Facebook, 5 from Pinterest, 7 from Twitter, whatever. If you can imagine that these 37 visitors that we're showing on the screen here, if you could even get just 50 cents per visitor, remember, we aim for $1 per visitor, but if you get 50 cents per visitor and you're getting 37 visitors a day, you know, you're getting sort of $18 a day just from that, right? And you're not relying on Google. If there's a Google algorithm update, that's fine. You know, who cares? Don't worry about it. You're not relying on paid traffic because, you know, you don't need to use paid traffic. It's just targeting this evergreen traffic. And if I jump now to the recap of the system, I just want you to see how simple this really is. Okay? You can absolutely do this. I seriously 100% believe that, because we break it down into 3 core components and then we show you how to nail each one. So finding an offer, I gave you a quick 10-minute demonstration of how to use Commission Junction. Imagine having a couple of hours dedicated to finding a proven offer and then being able to say to me, hey Aidan, is this one going to make me money? And I'll say, yes, absolutely. Or I'll say, no, you know what, we should look at something else. Do you think you could get that step 1 100% right without worrying? You know, perhaps in the past, perhaps you've got the wrong offer for some reason. It's not your fault. I mean, everyone does that. But if I was helping you, could you get the right offer there? Absolutely, absolutely. Now, the second step is deploying the platform. So this is building your platform. And remember, we've got 3 tools that are dedicated to building the platform. We've got the Trinity platform. We've got Design Master Plus, which takes care of all the content for you. I mean, we worked out that there's 9 lines of content that you might need to write, which you guys said would take no more than a couple of minutes. But Design Master Plus takes care of so much of that. And then you got SplitStar, which is really this test tweak bit over here. But that's how you skyrocket your conversions. You move the value of your visitors upwards day after day. It's like a little machine that works in the background and says, hey, you know, what's working best, page A or page B? Okay, so that's page A. Let's make a couple of tweaks. Now we're going to check page A or page C. It works in the background. Simple. It's push button easy. So, you know, if you can get a platform up online that's going to convert people, right? And it's going to convert people at a value of $1 per visitor. If you're getting 20 visitors per day, you know, can you see how you could very quickly make 10, 20, 30 bucks a day? When you start driving the traffic, you'll be able to do that. Because if you get these 2 parts right, the only piece of the puzzle that's left is driving the traffic. And we've got you covered because we've got Krav Force. We've got Krav Force and we've got advanced training showing you exactly what you need to do so that you don't need to rely on Google. You don't need to rely on paid traffic. You're not going to put all your eggs in one basket. This is rock solid. This has been working for us for years and years and years. This is the first time ever we've merged our businesses and we've finally been able to package this up, put it in a box, put a bow on it, and deliver it to you. Now, if you get these first 2 things right and you drive traffic, I mean, you must see that you are absolutely going to make money. It is 100% inevitable, okay? That's the system. It's a 3-step system, and it works. You know, the beauty is in its simplicity. It's easy to understand. It's easy to understand. We break it down into 3 components. So we say, okay, first 2 weeks, we're going to work on this. Second 2 weeks of training, we're going to work on this. The last 2 weeks, we're going to be busy driving traffic. So the program is very structured in nature, okay? It's very, very logical. We work through, we nail each problem step by step. If you've got any issue along the way, we are here to help, okay? So if you get stuck anywhere at all you have to do is say, hey, Aidan, you know, not quite sure I've set my platform up right. I'll take a look at it for you. I will personally take a look at your website. If you're worried about finding an offer, you know, maybe you'll send Steve an email, or maybe you'll be using our, you know, our revolutionary support hub. which is like a way that you can get direct access to Tim, Steve, and myself all at once. Maybe you'll be using that, and you'll say to us, hey, you know, I'm not too sure about this offer, just want to make sure I've got the right sort of thing. We will tell you yes or no. I mean, you're not going to fail on any of these, and that's why we can be so adamant that you're going to be making money. And that's why we've set up that 60-day goal, and I'm just going to jump down to it here again, and you can see Mark's link is there. 60 days, $1,000 per month. We're going to drag you to the finish line. You are going to absolutely get to that finish line, one way or another. If you're serious about this, if you've been waiting to take action and actually show everyone in your life that your internet marketing business is real, now's a great time to do it, and we're going to hold you accountable. We're going to make sure you do this. I mean, this is for serious internet marketers, and we can only work with a certain amount of people, as we keep saying. So, if you think that sounds good to you, then please join us on the inside. You're going to get all these bonuses. Mark's bonus pack is is massive by itself. So I see a few more people have said, I've just come in. So that's great. I see another question here. Are there enough offers in the find offer step for all 13,000 of us? Firstly, there's not going to be 13,000 in this system. I mean, this is limited to literally just a few hundred people, because if that, because we are 3 people and we're personally looking after you. We don't outsource our support. So are there going to be enough offers? Absolutely. I can 100% guarantee you of that. Okay? I could 100% guarantee you of that. That is a non-issue. Commission Junction is just one option, okay? And there's loads of different options. I mean, we're going to go through all of that stuff with you. We're going to show you where to find the best offers. We're going to show you every step of the puzzle. And by the way, another question that someone asked is, do I need to get approved for anything? The answer is no. You don't need to get approval from, you don't need a merchant account, you don't need to get approval, you don't need to worry about pay-per-click, you don't need to worry about search engine optimization, you don't need to invest any extra money. All you need to do is buy a few domain names, and then that's the only thing that you need to do, because we give you every single piece of the puzzle after that. Every single piece of the puzzle, and that's why we know that in 60 days' time, you're going to be at that $1,000 per month run rate. I've shown you how I could get one website with very little work. It's a 2-page website built on images, $105 in 30 days. And let's just break that down again. That's 3 sales. 3 sales in 30 days. We're talking about 1 sale every 10 days. Can you make 1 sale every 10 days if you're getting, 10 or 15 visitors per day to your site? Absolutely. Absolutely, because these websites convert probably like nothing you've ever seen before. I mean, these things are conversion machines. They are designed to convert. That's why we are so adamant that we're going to get you to that $1,000 per month mark in 60 days' time. Okay? And remember, guys, this is a zero risk, risk-free. You've got 100% money-back guarantee. Come inside. Put your trust in me for a second. Come inside, test it out for 30 days. If you're unhappy with anything at all, if you just decide it's not for you, that's 100% fine. But just give it a try, because I'm very excited about this. I think you're going to find that when you're on the inside, it's going to work. I mean, I know it's going to work. If you're willing to just follow the simple 3-step process that we're going to give you, then I know without any doubt that this is going to work for you. And remember, we are there for you for an entire year. If it takes you 90 days, let's say hypothetically it takes you 90 days to hit $1,000 per month, would you be unhappy with that, or would that be okay? Assuming you only had to do a few hours work per week. I think that would be reasonable. That would be reasonable. That would be a reasonable outcome. And by that point, as Mark said, once you've started making that money, the rest is easy. The first 1,000 is always the most difficult. We're showing you an easy way to get to $1,000 per month, and we're showing you how you can do it fast. So, if you're still kind of on the edge, I would just urge you, put your trust in us. We've got a massive bonus here for you, and we would love to have you on the inside. This is a very, very limited opportunity. It's not going to be around for long, and I don't even know. It could be sold out in the next 12 hours. I really don't know. I have to have a look once we finish.
What I want to do is I'm going to before asking you about the elite coaching program, which you said that everybody that joins this program, the moment that the
Yep.
first 60 days is finished, they, and you get them to $1,000 a month, you automatically put them into the elite coaching program for well, it's not for free, but it's part of what they're getting here. So they
Yep.
automatically get upgraded to the elite coaching program, and then that's where you teach them how to take it from $1,000 a month to $10,000 a month and more. I'm going to ask
Absolutely.
you
Yep.
about that in a moment, but before then, I want to give away some more cash. Just to reward you guys, those of you that have been here for 2.5 hours on this particular webinar. It's a long time. It's a lot longer than I expected it would go for. So I'm going to give away $100 to whoever can guess the age of my oldest sibling. Okay, the age of my oldest brother or sister. And you've got to guess that into the... I can't see the answers, but I told Aidan the answer to that in the chat box. I don't know if you've seen that, but if you look in the chat box.
Okay, let me just have a look
Yeah,
here.
so whoever types it in first, or that Aidan sees it first, I should say.
Okay. I know the answer. I'm just looking for someone that's actually saying it. And I'm going to tell you that. And I saw another really good question, by the way. I'm not seeing it here.
I'm 34,
Oh,
but that's
I'm
not a
seeing
very
lots
good
of-
clue.
I'm seeing lots of 40s.
I'll say it's
in
younger
here.
than me.
There we go. Steve Lawrence. Steve Lawrence, 16 is the answer. Steve, send an email to this email that's on screen here, Stephen Thomas Clayton. You are the
Yeah,
lucky
I only got one sibling. It's a sister, and she's 16. She was born she was born right as I finished my high school exams. So I basically had finished high school, and then she was born, and now she's almost finished high school herself. Awesome. So that's three people that have got $100 cash. Sorry, what were you going to say?
That's pretty cool. I just got a really good question that I think I should cover. I can't remember who asked it now, because we've had all those numbers come up in the chat box. But someone said, when does the 30-day guarantee start? The 30-day guarantee starts the day we start the training. So if you sign up today, the guarantee doesn't start from today. It starts from the day you start the training, which is next Thursday. So it starts from 1 week today. So obviously we're not going to start the guarantee. I mean, the guarantee starts from the moment you're actually in there and working the system. And we think that's fair. So hopefully that answers that question.
Cool. And now all I wanted to know was
what else? What other questions?
the elite training. I mean, that's what interests me more. I mean, and mainly because obviously I'm already at an advanced level, learning more than more than that. So I'm interested to know what kinds of cool things are you going to be teaching people in the elite stuff. I mean, are you going to teach them how to take these kind of websites and grow them further, or are you going to teach them how to build new types of websites that generate more cash but are perhaps a little more complicated to build? Or what's the plan there?
Yeah, we've got some we've got some really, really exciting stuff planned here. There's stuff that we haven't shared before. I'm going to give you a couple of examples. We have been testing a lot of things with Facebook for Facebook advertising, and we found that we can very, very quickly set up a profitable campaign just using Facebook. Okay, that's something that Tim, Steve, and myself have never ever taught anyone before. But it's something that we've started using on our websites, and we've really refined it to a science now, how to do that. So that's one of the things that we're going to be doing. Another thing that I've been doing a lot of testing with is Kindle. And Kindle's exciting because if you can, release a book to the Kindle marketplace, and if you've got links inside that book, that ebook, going to your website, you can drive traffic. And it's very, very, very targeted traffic. And this, again, is quite a unique traffic strategy that works for all kinds of websites. All kinds of websites.
I use this strategy myself.
We've never ever
it's really good.
Yeah. We've never shared that strategy before. We've done a lot of testing. So the same way we test all this stuff, I mean, Steve and Tim really are conversion kings, and those guys do just so much in-depth number crunching you wouldn't believe, and they've really got that down to a fine art. So we're going to be sharing. I mean, there are a couple of things. We obviously the big thing is also scaling this. So we're going to be showing you, if you've got your website making, $300 per month, well, how can we get that to $3,000 per month? We're also going to give you, business plans. So we're going to break it down. We're going to break down the cash flow for you, and we're going to say, look, right now you're at a point where you're earning $1,000 per month. How is the best way to approach this from a business perspective, and take that $1,000 income and turn it into a $10,000 income? How's the fastest way that you can do that? And remember, guys, we always do it in the most easy to explain, logical manner possible. So we're going to be just showing you exactly how to do that, and we're going to be giving you a roadmap as well. So it's things like that. It's the advanced things that perhaps you don't need to reach $1,000 per month, but once you're at $1,000 per month, you will need them to reach $10,000 per month. And again, we're working with you for a year, so you've got that personal support. There's a lot more that's coming that we haven't spoken about here, but we like to keep some surprises in store as well. We've got loads of exciting developments. I've got some really cool little bits and pieces of software that I've been testing on my websites, things that grab the visitor's attention and kind of say to them, hey, are you looking for such and such? And then it can send them anywhere. So I've got some really cool nifty tools that are going to be coming in as well. We've got those to look forward to.
Cool. Oh, I think it sounds very, very exciting. It's a shame I can't see the Q&A box, because I would normally tell people at this stage. In fact, you can see it, so I may as well tell everybody. Like, if you've gained great value from this webinar, because you gave away a lot of free training, especially in the first hour of this webinar, whether people join or not, there was a lot of great ideas in there, a lot of good information. So if you've enjoyed the webinar, please tell Aidan that it's been a great webinar. I'd appreciate that you say a big thank you to Aidan. I want to say a big thank you myself to Aidan. I've learned several things on this webinar, especially during that first hour. It's a totally different way of looking at it. I had not personally thought about those, like a largely image-centric website, but it does make a lot of sense, especially in this kind of model anyway. And I haven't used Commission Junction to a huge degree, but it does make you decide to have a look further into that. And I know there's other places to find profitable offers that you teach people as well, but that did look pretty good.
Yeah.
So anyway, I wanted to say,
well, you guys have been a great audience. There's a lot of people writing thanks in here, but it's really me who should be thanking you. It's been a real pleasure to spend this time with you, Mark. Anytime we catch up, we were together, when was it, in San Francisco in January or February? It's always great hanging out with you, and you've had a really good interactive audience. They've made it a dynamic presentation. I've just seen another question in here. Will the tools ever be sold separately? And the answer to that is we definitely do not intend to do that. These tools have been developed for a core group of users. If we were to sell them separately, they'll probably be paying for them on a monthly basis. So they would be, they're premium tools. So you'd be talking about, a couple of $100 per month, kind of as a minimum for each one, especially, the Split Star and, Krav Force would be a lot more than that. So by getting in now, you also get lifetime access to them. And if and when we do sell them on a monthly basis, you will absolutely not have to pay for them, because you've got lifetime access to them. So hopefully that answers your question, Stan. Barry says, it sounds like you won't be driving traffic till after the 30-day guarantee period. How can we know the system actually works during the first 30 days? You will be able to drive traffic in the first 30 days. What we're doing is we've got a systematic process that we're going to follow, where we go week by week by week, and we want to make sure that you're learning the right things in the right order. But I can guarantee you that within 30 days you're going to know if it's going to work. I can guarantee you of that. And you can accelerate things if you want to. We are going to be releasing the tools to you on a structured basis as well. So if you want to, you can go ahead and start. We've got different videos showing you how to use Krav Force and stuff like that. So you will know without any doubt at all whether or not this is going to work for you within 30 days. And just by the way, remember, just remember that the 60-day milestone is $1,000 per month. You've got personal contact with us. We're going to personally help you, not just for 60 days, but for an entire year. And when I say we, I'm talking about Steve, Tim, and myself. Okay? So, we are absolutely here for you. If you want to set up an online business, and this is something that I'm interested to hear your opinion about, Mark, but someone said to me a long time ago, if nothing changes kind of thing. And what they meant was, unless you take change and take action and do something, then the status quo remains exactly the same. So, that's something that I took on board a long time ago, and I think it's something that's worth emphasizing now, because if you are currently, whatever you're doing right now, if you want to improve that situation and earn more money, get financial freedom, flexibility, the chance to do whatever you want to do, then this is an opportunity that I would really encourage you to come on board with. It's a unique opportunity. We're never ever going to be offering this again to anyone. It's unique today, and we've got all those bonuses. Mark has got a tremendous bonus pack. We've got the 3 special bonuses that I spoke about. You're going to become part of the live mastermind. You're going to become, you're going to be a beta tester. You're going to get that special video training showing you how to earn more money for the visitors on your website. We're going to show you how to get to $1 per visitor on your website. So if you can imagine that, if you've got websites at the moment that are getting 30 visitors a day, not making any money, imagine what it's going to be like when we actually show you how to take that to the next level. Okay. So I've got a lot more people that are saying, okay, fine. Again, just thank you so much. It's been a real
thanks
pleasure.
For being here. I really appreciate you sticking around for so long, taking all the answers to all the questions. It's been 2 3/4 hours. I'm amazed that there's still a lot of people left on this webinar, which is crazy.
Stamina.
I want to say a big thank you for everyone for joining us, and a big thank you to you, Aidan, for being here and for for giving away such valuable content and for sticking around to answer everybody's questions. It's been fantastic. So thanks again.
No, it's always a pleasure. Thank you very much, Mark.
All right, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Well, I really highly recommend that you take up this offer, which you can see at affiliarama.com/Trinity bonuses, and get that awesome bonuses package. Either way, take action with what you've learned on this webinar, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now, everybody.
Bye, guys.